President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't defeat Stanley Usifo to become the presidential candidate of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC for the 2027 election. So officially, the race don't start for President Tinubu as Naim be their party flag bearer. Are you surprised he won the primaries? But that's not even all. Because Peter Obi don't talk about the supposed quarrel between him and Atiku Abubakar. When he talk, say, what did he talk? He say, and the quarrel Atiku Abubakar. What is that enmity about? Well, but the 2027 election, the race don't get tougher and more interesting as former Cross River State Governor Donald Duke don't get straight into the race. For as he don't join the PRP political party, where be saying Hakim Baba Ahmed 9 day. People don't they talk say if he be saying go use that Baba Ahmed as a running mate. Waiting this one mean for the 2027 election. All of this matter and more we go to talk about it. Not even forgetting the fact that our chief of staff Femi Gbajabiamila don't talk say Nigerians love Tinubu well. They want to make it come back because of the good things what you don't do for their life. You don't better their life. Nigerians still love them. Tell me your love for the president. But that's not also all. Yilwatda will be the chairman of the APC. Don't come and contact say, hey, say to win 2027 election, I just walk in the park. Say they go just win them anyhow because it's too easy for APC. Wow. Well, all of these and more matters now going to discuss this evening. Welcome to Updated Precious. Sincere apologies for starting a bit behind schedule. And it's always a pleasure to be with you to bring on all the things where they share for inside our country. Make a take small break, come back. I will begin bring you breakdown of all the matter then when they happen one by fellow. Stay with us when they come back. Good evening and welcome to Updates with Precious. Another beautiful day to bring on an update of all the things that they share for inside our country, Nigeria. So, well, we don't come to bring on an update of all the matter that really happen for inside our country, Nigeria. So, make we get straight into the conversation as it takes share for inside our country, Nigeria. But first of all, as it is our tradition, I go first of all bring on the headlines of all the matter them as in the hot for inside newspapers them one by follow. But a lot of things they really happen. Did I tell you that P2B went to South Africa? And if you see the crap, but apart from that, he also did speak to South African government about the xenophobic attack on African countries. And what's in the reception be like? You will get to find out all of that and more in the course of this show. But first of all, we could just begin visit the papers and we could see the things and the share for the paper one by follow. Now, 2027 Tinubu hails internal democracy grassroots politics at APC primaries. Well, affirmation Kaduna APC unanimously endorsed Tinubu. Let's see, Tinubu wins with 389,197 votes at APC presidential primary in Akwa Ibom State. If you see the level of votes within the counts, I hope people are paying attention because this is where the election rigging starts. I'm sorry to say. Nigerians, I hope you're paying attention. If you see the figures that they claim they come up from their primaries, not claim, where they say they come out from their primaries. If you see these figures, now, if you compare, for instance, 389,000, 197,000, waiting be the number of people who vote for presidential election for Akwa Ibom State for 2023. And as him pull these votes, how many votes will come remain for any other person to win? Do we understand what's going on? So for those who will now come out and say, oh, they've rigged the election, opposition, this is the time for them to talk. This is the time for opposition to start talking. Because these figures when they put like this, it don't lock down for INEC portal. Because some figures will be said we go automatically give them for the presidential election. I hope Nigerians are taking note. So I don't know what the opposition parties are doing. They are busy being divided, but before then, this one don't they happen already. Except when I just want to make everybody suffer, die for the next 4 years again. Well, that now within Nigerians they talk. But let's move on to other issues as it gets to do with the other things you do for inside the paper. Let's see. It will be a walkover for APC. Yilwatda talk about how they go use in 2027 election and massive support for Tinubu in Yobe. Presidential primary. In fact, everything about presidential primary. He full everywhere. Tinubu wins. Tinubu win everywhere for the country. I cannot talk on too much, but I just show you. E.g., for example, waiting happen for that primary is not going to first year. And from when they coming to contest, that's for a new what? So you have seen the crowd, and then you see the number of votes where you see the pull from the you understand? I hope Nigerians are wise enough so that they take the right decision. Okay, so I just to make a show on a tip of the iceberg known as CWT BCD happened. Him, Tinubu, of course, talk a lot after that primaries. We talk about internal democracy and waiting in, and the good thing about internal democracy and grassroots democracy. He said a lot, and of course, they don't take confidence. Say, I'm winning 2027 election. As I said earlier, say now it work in the pack for the APC. But people they talk say, amid waiting they go on for inside the country. Now, this not just as a Ibadan here, sorry, or your state here. People die. The president never deemed fit to even say, okay, let me go and visit these people, this place where this thing happened. Make I even tell them sorry. People, they talk about school children will be sitting in the kidnap. If you see the way they tortured these children and use rubber, they melt for their back. You will cry. They use rubber, they melt for these children then back. But all of these things, not like saying as something of interest for government. Rather, now 2027 be the focus and to show us how BC they don't win. And of course, now waiting make Gbajabiamila, they tell us, say, oh, Nigerians love President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and they're ready to vote him. In fact, they can't wait for him to come back, as a matter of fact, for 2027 election. Who I be? Waiting I go talk. I'm not going to hear waiting the president himself. I guess this mandate song don't replace our national anthem.
Of internal democracy, and it has been going very well according to plan. This is politics, grassroots politics, where every member of the party has a right to participate and be involved. Yes. To ensure that we have an internal democracy and it's peaceful and well organized.
Your Excellency, you gave the state governors the permission to go ahead and organize an acceptable primaries across the country. Are you satisfied with the process so far?
Today, I am very satisfied, very, very satisfied that this governors, they've done well in their various states. To fact, from the world congresses to local government congresses to the delegate accreditation, validation, members register, and certification of the electoral process. It has been on very well. At least you will score democracy at a high level.
These people are showing massive support for you, Mr. President. What do you say to them?
I'm just excited. They challenge me more.
All right, so on I don't hear the president as that's footage now from Arise Television. On I don't hear waiting to be say the president talk. Well, no could just enter inside or that matter there. Because now the president matter now full all the papers. President Tinubu, President Tinubu, President Tinubu. Okay. Jam Professor Aina's appointment is reflection of Tinubu's governance commitment. Uluwu Nine talk that. Meanwhile, the professor, some kind of thing don't they happen because they say they born in 1986. They can't show, say, for inside in CV, 1988, he show how much experience you don't get. And people say, 1988, you were just 2 years when you don't gain this experience. What's going on here? Plus other things people will notice when you see people say, what is going on here? I'm coming to that. I'll get to it. Now, affirmation, Kaduna APC unanimously endorsed Tinubu. Alleged defamation, El Rufai's wife files 2 billion naira suit against ICPC. And then Ogun APC leader members rally behind Tinubu in peaceful statewide exercise. And Kayode Akimade, inside, okay, well, let's leave that. Tinubu will solve insecurity challenges in next 5 years. Wow. Mahina Intokam, 5 years. So in the next 5 years, it will solve the problem of insecurity. Okay, we could just leave that one, enter inside other papers very quickly. Obi meets South African leader over xenophobic attacks on Nigerians. And then people don't talk about this one. I mean, amongst other issues where basically happen for inside the country. Go look what I go get you a few of that footage of those things that happen. Oh, by the way, going back to President Tinubu solving insecurity. Here and a lady from northern Nigeria, they lament with it. I know I told you guys that about almost the same time where this or your people kidnapping happened, there were people that were also kidnapped for inside Ibadan, Borno State, right? Okay. So, and a lot happened in that kidnapping. Now, this lady from the north revealed what's in the BC this terrorist they do the people who didn't kidnap. Take a listen to her.
Nigerians, please, we need your help. My cousin told me today that on the 15th of May, Boko Haram entered a school called JSS Musabiri in a local government, Askara Wuba, in Borno State, and kidnapped 45 children. And out of those 45 children, 6 of them are our cousins. A lot of these children are just 2 years old, 3 years old. The oldest is 20, and the youngest that was kidnapped is 1 year old, 5 months. We also had a cousin that was shot by Boko Haram because she was trying to run for her life. And instead of the governor of Borno State, Mr. Babagana Zulum, to actively try to rescue the life of these kids, he decided that it's best to give them 10 million naira. Please tell me, for the love of God, what is 10 million naira going to do? How is 10 million naira more important or better than the lives of these children? These children went to school to get a better life, to build a future, and Boko Haram came and picked them in the morning during their assembly. And all you can do, sir, is to give 10 million naira to the families of these children. Please, Nigerians, I beg of you, whatever you can do, whoever you can tag, share this video so we can try to rescue these children, so we can try and save their lives, because right now we don't know what's going on. These families are desperate. They're even planning on doing a protest in Borno State.
There is sound, sincere apologies, but I think the sound is very low. It's not like there is no sound. There is sound, but it's very low. So bottom line, I needed to establish the fact that she's the one who said this. So bottom line, the Askara Woba children will be seen in kidnapped for Borno State around the same period where this Oyo State kidnapping happened. Then talk say, instead of the governor of the state and the federal government generally to rally around and find out how they go fit use rescue these children from the hands of the kidnappers, guess what's going on? The governor of the state, Babagana Zulum, rather they give the families of the kidnapped children 10 million naira. Why their children stay there for the kidnappers then. And then in the act, say, she the act say, waiting the 10 million naira won't do for the families of the victims. Because of course, this terrorists no go take 10 million naira to release them. So what exactly are you giving them 10 million naira for? Waiting they won't use the 10 million naira do? Is it that you're telling them take this money in consolation of your children because they don't go? There's nothing I can do about the children. They are gone with the terrorist. Or is it that you're telling them take this and take heart first of all while I try to hustle? Because say the state government has not said anything or done anything since these children has been kidnapped, but for the money we be say you give them. Now, in the midst of all of these things, now waiting to be say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu feel say it dey easy. Oh, see the overwhelming support. And you know the worst part is that hunger. Now something where be say don't become such a tool where they don't use wonders so much that people no go fit even think of asking for competence anymore. Because I mean, there are people who will tell you how much they paid people and mobilized people. What is mobilization? To mobilize people to gather for that kind of place, that means they were paid. You understand? So people they talk say, so it is easy to pay people because people can come out and do anything because of hunger. Now, waiting people they talk like that. Because if the way Nigeria day now, there is indeed a free and fair election, do you think that people will want to vote for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? That's not the question. Where busy people they ask. Oh, by the way, make I go show you another book of lamentation from another person again. Take a listen.
Hello everyone. I was a Muslim and I became a Christian, and when I became
because of this sound, I feel no feel play and feeling. So she talked about a lot of things, how she be Muslim and then she became a Christian. Because of the music at the background, it will be flagged, so I cannot carry it. So she talked about a lot of things, and waiting it be say, make a note of make it not be like said it better if for better make it be say it come out from my ears, her own mouth, kuru kuru. We could hear what's in the BC they talk. Because it is good sometimes we could hear this kind of thing so that we could understand the country where we're inside and what's in the BC, the kind of leaders that we get, and what's in the BC are leaders they do to use help us. And waiting they go on. So Nigerians when they talk, so with all of this hardship, all of this more like nonchalant attitude by leaders, like if I don't like I'm gonna live on like that. And now the government still feel say they're okay and they can come back. And Nigerians will vote. Gbajabiamila don't talk say, oh, President love on to love him and I go vote for him again. Nigerians, is that true? That's not the question we see people they ask. So, okay, so very quickly, make I also show you a lamentation where one man lament today. Well, in fact, he couldn't just have it, and he had to say this. He went viral because of this video over hardship.
Everything I put up that year. When I want kill us with hunger for this country. Last month, I bought this one around 5,000. For 5,000, the next parties are coming there. They said I'm 5,500, I'm buying 5,500. Last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks. Not the last 2 weeks, I'm already there. Not the last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks. I can't go buy 6,000. They said that increased to 6,000. I still buy 2 weeks back. I told to them I can't buy what I own. They said now 7,500. Where will they go for this country? They won't kill us with hunger. Before when they buy things for your business are 2,500 for baskets. 2,500. That's now 3,000 for baskets. Before Tinubu enter. Before Tinubu enter. But now, business 5,000. Rice, how much for rice? 6,000. Some business 6,000. And then someone will not shout. You don't see that the big picking, you go say the picking not cry. If you talk that the one arrest, you go arrest tire.
All right. So you're telling me that with all of these complaints, Nigerians enjoy this. In fact, this not be complaint. Now, actually, Goodwell's music where they sing. Nigerians are actually not complaining here. They're actually very merry and happy because they like what is going on and they like what the president is doing to them. That's not the question what I like to ask, because for people like Gbajabiamila that says, oh, Nigerians love President Bola Ahmed Tinubu so much. And then, you know, it's easy to say that once anybody just says otherwise, they will say, oh, you're opposition. That's why you're talking. So anybody who says it is not like that becomes an opposition. No, there are people who are partisan. They just want things to work for this country. You need to see the person wouldn't behead. Shebi Nando came and imbi. Not be a Yoruba man for inside the Yoruba soul. Now them behead him. Does he not have blood flowing in his vein? Does it not hurt me? Because it can be anybody at any time. And they come. We will talk more about it. In fact, make I talk less so that I will play you all the videos and where I get to the finish. Make I not go talk too much. All right. So Peter Obi visits South African leaders over xenophobic attacks in Nigeria. And it was a rousing welcome for him in South Africa as he visits South Africa. And people come to talk, say this one is step in the right direction, especially considering the hate attack we see Nigerians on they get lately for inside South Africa. Make I see what I get to feel.
No, wait.
In case you couldn't tell. But
okay, thank you. Let's do it. Let it go.
Our good people, His Excellency, Peter B.
Coming to the president. Welcome to Cape Town. His Excellency. Welcome to Cape Town. Yeah, well.
Yeah. I was supposed to come for a function, and I said, no, you'll be offended. Come stay.
Yeah, welcome.
You know, when you let you know,
All right. So there are quite a lot of that video how the nation is surrounding. Okay, let's see what we have here again.
money. You know, nobody comes to share idea, nobody comes to, you know, do anything except, oh, give me money, I have a problem. You assume you don't have problem. You don't take sugar, do you take honey?
yes, I do.
Okay. I bought this honey last time I went to London. And the woman told me, said it has 2 years to expire, but they were selling it half price. And they said you must consume it in 2 years. I said, I'm going to make sure I finish it too.
So
What even annoys me more is when you question, you said, I used to enjoy those things.
how?
You know, no, even if you
So
used
let's
to enjoy
forget
it,
about that
you're
and move on
not a
to
public
other
figure.
issues
You
very
shouldn't
quickly. So still talking about what thing they happen for inside. Oh, Peter Obi and Atiku, I could tell you what happened with them, but we could just go to other issues. 3 killed commuters abducted as headsmen attack Benue communities. And waiting police don't do so far. And police checkpoints. Now they said the attack too. So 3 killed commuters abducted as headsmen attack Benue communities and police checkpoint. It be like say this thing a national anthem every day, and that's all they talk about and they hear them. Oh, by the way, good news from our federal government. Salah NRC increases Lagos Ibadan trips. Oshun offers free train services, and Tinubu will solve insecurity challenge in next 4 to 5 years. On my now they talk down. So make no worry. Next 4 to 5 years, it will solve insecurity problem. Let's see what we have here again. Let's quickly move on to other issues. 2027, Tinubu receives APC flag certificate of return on Sunday. tomorrow night go receive them. And then last copper raises alarm over circulation of adulterated palm oil for inside Lagos. So they see too much of fake palm oil for Lagos State. UN nuclear non-proliferation talks fail. Countries disagree on consensus. Nigerian Railway, I don't tell you. Atiku Amechi Hayatuddin cleared for APC presidential primaries. That's good. WHO urges nations to strengthen pandemic response. Re-election. 2027, Tinubu sweeps APC presidential primary in Kwara State and other states. And let's see, ex-SGF Malami's alleged 8.7 billion money laundering trial stalls. I think we handled this the previous day, but let's go on to other issues very quickly. Okay, so it didn't matter what BCD here. Now people come to talk about, they say to hold key position in Tinubu's government, you must be a criminal. That's when Nigerians react to the arrest of Tinubu's US coordinator, Adepoju Salako. So, Nigerian man based in Pennsylvania, United States, Adepoju Babatunde Salako, has been arrested and sentenced to 18 months imprisonment after pleading guilty to wire fraud connection to a 2022 Alaska Permanent Fund dividend fraud scheme. And people come to talk say, oh, but the person they linked to working for President Tinubu. So Laco's prison sentence will run concurrently, with a related COVID-19 relief fund and international money laundering wahala we be say again. And people say, now wow, why be say people will be say they linked to this government must have one problem or the other. But let's move on. Ganduje's eldest son joins NDC, obtains nomination form for House of Reps seats. So Ganduje's son, they for NDC the contest for inside Kano State. God I beg you. Okay. NDC, I hope you guys are very, very careful because then Ganduje no go mind making son lose that ticket just to prove a point for power when won't hold. I hope we know. But anything can happen. This is politics. And then Spain erupts in anti-government protest as crowd in Madrid demands Prime Minister Pedro's resignation. Make we see other matter than we get for the papers and very quickly. Tinubu's failed government still getting significant percentage of support. Now, wow. Why is he they get support? Well, Inebehe Efyong says Nigerian reinforcing destructive leaders. That is, so Nigerians they use their hand, they put back people who BC, they destroy their lives one by one, and it is a shame and a pity. See, Nigerians then get mind, they put back people who BC, they're responsible for causing a lot of things where they happen for inside their life. But then let's move on to other issues. Thai police arrest 6 Nigerians over alleged AI-powered romance scam network. And then Tinubu's JAMB registrar, born in 1986, became digital transformation experts 2 years after birth. That's what Nigerians going to talk. So they don't understand what is going on here. There's something about his credential that is not credentialing at all. Let me see if I can upload his CV so that we'll see exactly what we are talking about. I do hope that I have a copy of that CV. Let me see. Oh, it's not here. Let me see if I can get a copy of that CV and put it on. So a lot of things people say concerning the CV, you get as a take B, pure, straight at all. So people don't they talk, say, what's going on here? And a few of them will circle. So let's even see. Yeah, that's it here. All right, so that's it here. So make I just go straight to the point. So reactions don't trail this curriculum vitae CV of the newly elected JAMB registrar Shegun. Now the CV posted by ex-users disclose some inadequate and of course doubts as it were. It cast some doubt about the authenticity of the CV, if this CV naturally on. According to the posts, some people they look and say, Tinubu JAMB registrar was born in 1986 and became an expert in 1988. What a wonderful Oluwole CV. Now, what's in the busy people they talk inside be that. Now, let's see some of the things so you say they wrong with the CV. The CV contains massive errors and typos. First, the age mathematics. The profile lists a date of birth of July 1986. So that means that by July this year, now he go reach 40 years. That means he's still 39 years old. He never reached 40. But then put for an age saying be 40 years old. That now one way people see. So he never reached 40. Why talk saying they 40 already? Okay, because he is currently 39 years old. And then the 1988 timeline error. The profile summary, if it is there, it is there, yes. The profile summary randomly ends with the year 1988. If he was born in 1986, he would have been just 2 years old at this milestone. So how you achieved this thing at 1988? Just look at him here, that profile, where he said, let me see. Let me just zoom closer because I can't see properly. Okay, he said, reading his summary, professor of computer engineering of Bafemi Awolowo University, and a renowned academic system expert and digital transformation specialist with extensive experience in examination systems, ICT infrastructure, institutional reforms, and educational administration. 1988. I think it was an error because there's no way you'll be born in 1986, and then you have all these experiences by 1988. Well, that's now one of the major errors really for inside that certificate. Remember, say President Tinubu just appointed him on Friday, I'll be Thursday, and he was very young. We say the youngest person so far. We're going to replace Oga Ishak Oloyede for inside, Professor Ishak Oloyede as the registrar of JAMB. But when they come, Ishak never still leave. Finally, we're coming. Now, for higher education, a Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science, Computer Systems Engineering, University of Kent, MSc Internal Computing and Network Security, Loughborough University, PhD Digital Signal Processing, the same university. So you see the things and where they are, I'm sure you can note them. But let's even look at those flaws again. So his, I think the second option is jumping timeline of his JAMB role. So as of 2026, in talk say from 2026 to present, Naim become the registrar of JAMB. But Oga, yet he never reached now because Oga Ishak Oloyede tenure was supposed to end by July 31st. So then just appoint you to use replace him. How come you're already taking place? You're already taking charge of that position already. That are some of the things we say people know. So if you look at it from the area of experience, I'm sure you see professional experience, Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAM, 2026 to present. Oga, now just appointments. So that means you're already taking the role already, even before the confirmation of your appointment, and even before the resignation of Oga Ishak Oloyede. So that now wasting people to talk. So his JAMB role as of 2026 present, yet the text explicitly states that his tenure doesn't actually begin until July 31, 2026. Then why put him there? Then, of course, some sort of professional improbability for inside in whole record. Now, attaining a full professorship in computer engineering at Bafemi Awolowo University, completing 3 UK local degrees. So you do your first degree and then MSc for UK, and then come back, don't teach or so for Obafemi Awolowo University to the level where you become a professor. And of course, building a massive state level consulting portfolio before turning 39, we not be 40. This is the timeline where people talk, say, it did like say this will not be reality. And again, there are lots of typos. If you look at this CV very well, there are a lot of typos may happen, whether not graphic errors or editing error, when no supposed happen. Multiple sentences fused without spaces. You see the university teaching there, council, NECO, national, all of those kind of things. So people they talk say how it be say professional CV will get all the small errors inside, and you're supposed to be Oga Pata Pata of JAMB. We're supposed to be in charge of our this kind of high profile body like this. Well, I just make a bring down to what people don't. A lot of things people will talk. Say, why must it be that anybody that President Tinubu brings out must have one come out? Why? People don't they talk but not be me talk and I wait to make them note all these things. I say make a carry and give on that. Peter Obi, I'm not running away from Atiku Abubakar. He's my highly respected elder brother. And so you talk, highly respected leader and elder brother. So people don't they talk about say, oh, There's been gossip making the rounds that P2B they run away from Atiku Abubakar, saying no one see Atiku Abubakar, that they quarrel and all that, and say they are too no see, especially after the AGC saga. But that's what he's responded to now. Meanwhile, Governor Oti said, my government has built 414 roads, cut down debts by 60% in 3 years. And then let's go on to other issues. Senegalese Prime Minister Sanko accuses the West of attempting to impose homosexuality on African nation. Meanwhile, Senegalese President Faye don't sack in Prime Minister Sanko, dissolve government amid political tussle. So a lot of tussle while they go on for that West African country too. Politics won't stop stealing of public funds if Nigerians don't rise and demand accountability. Now, waiting in BC Amici talk, I go play everything when talk short. I'm not gonna waste their time. Now, terrorist camps spreading rapidly. Yoruba land is unsafe. Gani Adam don't lament rising insecurity again. You complain about the high cost of living, yet support, defend Tinubu's government. And I never know it's in the door now. He said it's hard, Abi, but you see the support and defend Tinubu government. Your own gun, they do press up. You never see anything. Meanwhile, Governor Oti recovers government lands, vehicles, and other assets diverted to private use by former officials. And this one, a lot of politicians don't go like and they will use and work against them. I helped Tinubu win 2023 election, but P2B is phenomenal. Former Ekiti governor Fayemi, in the confess. People say, this is your confession. This is your confession. Are you sure it's confessing, or you're just saying this because you just want to join the NDC? Because people don't talk, say, if they live in party to join the NDC. So a few things really happen for the country where I go play on our videos, but let's just see what we have not covered very quickly. As it gets to do with football, they say Morocco King, so Morocco King don't order release of jailed Senegalese fans after AFCON final violence. A crisis in Nigeria immigration, Enugu command over alleged extortion of passport applicants, mass transfer of officers. And then let's see what we have here very quickly. Ex-Governor El Rufai's wife slams ICPC with 2 billion naira pre-action suit. Two threats over alleged defamation. And then Tinubu support group coordinator jailed in US over fraud scheme targeting Alaska residents. That's the one I told you about. US expands Ebola travel restrictions to green card holders who traveled to Congo, Uganda. Wow. And Kaduna State contractors cake threatened to decommission boreholes over unpaid 38 billion naira debts for years. And AAC unveils Comrade Musa Sagari as Kwara governorship candidate. That's interesting. Nigerian police hunters rescue 12 abducted travelers after midnight attack in Ondo State. And then Lagos Assembly members expose alleged plots by Monarch Elegushi to overturn results of APC primaries. Kano ex-Governor Ganduje's son, I don't tell you, saying don't move to NDC. Let's see. PRP clears Cross River State Governor Donald Duke, 2 others for presidential primaries. That's good. So the election, don't they, go tougher. Protests in Bauchi over APC plots to impose lawmaker sideline female House of Reps member. Let's see. Edo police announced rescue of 13 passengers abducted along Benin-Lagos Highway. Let's see what we have here again. Nigerian Army officer killed in auto crash along Kaduna Zaria Highway. This is very sad. It's the way that they die in the line of duty. It is very unfortunate. All right. So let me just go straight ahead to just play you some of those things where they happen for the country sharply, and then we'll get straight to taking your calls and reaction. Take a listen to what NBC then talk for here. Listen.
The alliance of Obi and Kongoso, I can tell you it is not different from what happened in 2023. There is nothing new about them. They have always failed and they will continue to fail. They don't mean well for Nigerians. I can tell you for free, how many parties have they changed in how many years? Why are they so desperate for power? What do they have to offer Nigerians? Ask them what they did to their respective states when they were governors. So they are coming together is an unholy alliance. They have nothing new to offer Nigeria, I can assure you. Ask them for their blueprint. What exactly do they have to offer us? They have nothing. It's just to cajole Nigerians to come and give them their votes. These are politicians and you can't trust their words. Words are deceptive. Do you understand that? But I can assure you all that Nigeria under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will become a safer place, a safer heaven. I can assure you that things will become greater and Nigeria will be great again. Thank you and God bless you all.
Fantastic. You know, I did like comments like this because I did like, in fact, people like this. I would really, really love for people like this. If you can get them, let them come. Let's have a debate on this platform. It will be very interesting. And talking about the things that we talk, great. Obi and Kwankwaso are politicians. They can make promises and their promises may not be true. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu gets visible promise when he make, where he never keep. He say, if I don't give you light, no vote for me second tenor. He give lights. There is every statistics to show, say, light did better under Buhari tenor past Tinubu tenor. People get more access to light and affordable. I remember he said, and the light will be affordable. But there is every empirical evidence say light they more affordable and they more for Nigerians under Buhari administration, the failed Buhari administration than Tinubu administration. Waiting on I don't do about her. Is that not enough not to believe him? See, the government where they power and I get all the opportunity. I keep saying this, that among all the people where they power, if there were to be a free and fair election, among all the governments where they power, I mean, all the opposition parties, I mean, all the candidates, now Tinubu might be the best person to win. Because he has everything it takes to use proof to Nigerians, e.g., for example, how he will give them good governance. For him to be unable to show Nigerians an example of good governance in 3 years, I'm sorry, he's failed. There is no marketing that can market it, except the opposition, them no sabi how they go fit use tell them this to your face. Oh, and by the way, asking about what did people do in their, what did Obi and Kwankwaso do in their tenure? I don't know about Kwankwaso and how much it takes in terms of severance benefit and pension for inside the state. I'll go find out. But Peter Obi has told you, he say, no one single landed property day in the name. Please tell me, the person you support, can he swear to God that he did not put the land, any property for Lagos State in his name? Can you swear that there is no property in Lagos State that is in his name? Is that not enough to show, say, in no go siphon government property to himself? Meaning, say, in go use government money, manage them to use solve the problem where we get. You know, they enough. In don't challenge anybody, say, show me any land. Person where be saying and give oil well, he say, you need a take. Show us evidence, say, your own candidates, then give them a no take. You know, this thing, I'm waiting to be say people they talk. So I like it when people come out with this argument. He said, that's why he said, Obi should have spokesperson. So I'm not be politician, I'm not be NDC member, I'm not be obedient. So I shouldn't be the one to be doing all this talk for you people. So you people should be the one to talk about your candidates like this, so that they would know. When they come out to say things, they don't want anything, they just, was your own person not desperate for power? Why was he so desperate that he said, Emi Loko is my turn, as if it were his father's property? Did he not say it was my turn? Who says that? If Naigbo man or how someone talk and they go say, oh, they always feel like they're born to rule. They feel like it's there. But now Yoruba person talk and it's not a problem. That's what people are saying. So why don't you guys also use that? If they are desperate, is Tinubu not desperate? Okay, you know, say you rule the country. You don't rule for 3 years. They don't give you opportunity. And those 3 years it's like hell for Nigerians. See the kind of book of, see the level of insecurity, including for Yoruba land, is an assault, an insult to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that terrorists will not be of Yoruba indigene go enter inside Yoruba soil, carry knife for front of camera, cut the throat of a Yoruba son on camera. Inside Yoruba soil for Yoruba land is abominable and is an insult to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And you're seeing all that, and it doesn't hurt you enough to feel that something has failed, even if my enemy is the Dwam. He has every right to decimate those enemies, expose them and shame them. We cannot see children. I'm not going to show you those pictures because of YouTube policies and the videos either. This terrorism, those children when they kidnap from schools, they carry rubber, plastic rubber, you know, jerry can, cut them, put on fire, use the burn on fire. As the jerry can they melt, as the rubber they melt, they put them tie these children hand for back, put the thing for their back, they melt there, they touch them. You can imagine the pain, the agony, which Oh my goodness, sincere apologies. Sincere apologies. God. So exactly what we're talking about. I didn't realize that I didn't put my inverter in automatic changeover and lights went up. You see the problem we're talking about. So that is the good work our president don't do. This is the reason why we want him back, because he has to come back to give us this kind of fantastic governance. He has to come back. He has to come back to give us this kind of. So back to the conversation and back to what I was saying before my lights went off or the lights tripped off on me. So exactly. Mhm. So I mean, people should be able to have things that they can hold back, to talk back to the government. Oh, you say Obi no do this one, they just that desperate for power. What exactly are you accusing Obi of that President Tinubu has not done more? If they begin talking own now, if you could at least Obi don't talk about in rise to wealth, waiting into how he start business from scratch, how he was a student, how he hustled, he was schooling and hustling at the same time. Please, you people should also come out and tell us the rise to wealth of your person. Every penny Wayne gets, the accountability waiting lead them to get the money. So you see, let's stop all these things. Or they know, and Kwanko, so they don't have anything to give. Yes, we agree they don't have anything. Well, make I go play your other things. So we see other people get to talk. I beg Jerry. Oh yeah, not gonna listen to this one.
They
Sincere
think
apologies.
this election may not even hold because the way the ruling party and the way the government is interfering with opposition parties, using the judiciary, using the police, invading political party offices, bringing charlatans and mercenaries. I mean, basically you are shutting everybody out. Okay, if you shut everybody out, then where's the election? Who are you competing with? If you really want to take over, then go and join the army and do a military coup. But you don't go on a democratic platform and violate all the rules and regulations, and shamelessly too, and expect people to just simply watch. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know the future, but I know the young people in this country are frustrated. Everybody is angry because this is a government that has failed to deliver on the basic reasons for which government are there. They have not delivered on security. They have not delivered on welfare. They have loaded society, the public with taxes. They have devalued our currency. Life has become so miserable. And you know, even recently, Oyo and Borno, still school children are being kidnapped. And nothing is there to show that these people are even concerned. They are just busy doing their primaries. Not even the usual statements of condemnation. So you see, we are in a kind of situation where I don't have a word for it, but it's something we have never ever thought could happen in Nigeria. So I don't know what is going into the head of these people, that they cannot see that they are violating basic rules. They are doing things that are otherwise, for many of us, really shameful. And they are behaving in a way that I will, without mincing word, call irresponsible. Because look, we are in the 21st century. African countries should be preparing for the population that is growing. And Nigeria in particular, in just 25 years, we are going to be over 400 million. And we are going to be the third largest country after India and China. Our politicians should be discussing how do we provide food for this growing population? How do we provide housing, medical care, education, roads, infrastructure? This should be the discussion. And then you are busy blocking opposition. You are busy doing all sorts of criminal activities just to become in power. Okay, what is the reason for being in power? You have done nearly 4 years now. You have not met any of the basic requirements of being in power.
All right. Any of the basic requirements of being in power. Are you talking about the requirements we need before you become a day in power? Be the one we be say you don't get before. Any of the basic requirements of being in power. Oh, by the way, does that include some certifications, including background check on who the person be, what schools in go and all that? Does that include that? Okay, well, we'll just go on. Now, with all of this kind of complaint from this elder statesman, Now that APC person they talk say, oh, be and Kwanko sugar. You see, people need to manufacture people with mouths that can give it back to them. If I let me take you to the north, where APC me here waiting northern as they talk about the P2B.
Sun ce Kiristan ne, mun ce za mu zaɓe shi. Sun ce ɗan Biyafara ne, mun ce za mu zaɓe shi. Sun ce ɗan Kudu ne, mun ce za mu zaɓe shi. Yanzu kuma sun zo sun ce oga Tinubu yake wa aiki. To wallahi ko Barack Obama yake wa aiki, wallahi Allah sai mun zaɓe shi. Na ran da wato yanzu kenan mu bar su mu dawo tunda Tinubu yake aiki mu zo mu zaɓe ku. What?
So you hear what they talk? Okay, for those who don't understand, not like I speak Hausa language where somebody interpreted to me. He said they don't talk saying be Christian, who say Allah will go, okay, no, I'll go vote for him. Meaning say no votes a non-believer. They talk say Ibi person way go vote for him, who go vote Peter Obi. Now what's in they talk? That is a core northerner saying that now core northerner they talk about that one. Which one will go talk, self, which one will leave? So I beg, let's in fact I think we not be the same knots. Where people they run helter skelter. In fact, see what people they complain about. Chebi today, Shawari lead protest for inside Abuja because of Jabi Lake takeover, Jabi Kilode takeover, Park takeover. A situation where people are begging and saying, please don't delete this Jabi Park. This thing has been in existence before you came in. And we can look the woman in the eye that he cannot be emotionally blackmailed. I go delete them. I go do away with them. These are the kind of people you think that people who don't have empathy for people, how Tinubu don't show say you get empathy. Not be this same, not be terrorists, people they run.
That's our community. That's our community.
Now yes, this
That's our community. That's our community. That's our community.
They see him.
That's our community. That's our community. That's our community. That's our community. That's our community.
Broad daylight, people they run helter skelter. Is this the capacity? This might be the capacity. Where go they use the talk? Where go use pride? Is this the capacity? So sometimes I think that when they come to tell you all of these things, Nigerians also need to arm themselves with the truth. And waiting be the reality of what's in APC. Well, like I show you more things when they happen for inside Nigeria.
I have never seen this type of wickedness in Abuja. I have never seen this type of wickedness. Wike is a wicked human being. What else is left for Abuja? It's only this land that everybody is enjoying, coming out to work, coming out to exercise. That is the only place that we come and we enjoy ourselves. So please, everybody should come out and help us. We have never understand. We have never seen this type of thing. Please and please, we are begging everybody to come out and protect. This is the only land that is left for everybody that will come and enjoy. We didn't have any place to enjoy ourselves. Please and please, what type of government is this? We are suffering in everything, in every era we are suffering. That's all.
All right, by the way, I go soon carry on and enter inside the Chronicles of Chibike Rotimi Amechi very soon. But before then, we're going to hear this one. So, yes, for AAC, a lot of wahala they happen for inside AAC. There's a problem they happen between Doris Ogalao, the presidential candidate for inside, the governorship candidate for AAC for inside Anambra State. I'll see
whatever that is happening here has been put by the national, copied to the INEC, that the primaries, every purported primaries, should be cancelled. This is a letter from the national, signed by the National Secretary. So the primaries of AAC is not yet, so it's not today, it has been cancelled nationwide from our national. That's why I'm here. That's the broadcast from the national. Thank you. So I don't know if there are other information above this one I have. Maybe you can show me, then we can continue. But aside that, the National Secretary sent this to me, that we're not conducting primaries today. So anything other than that, I don't know. Documents are very important. Anybody can comment to confirm it. Yes. You can contact shows, yes. Confirm this. So everything you're doing here is illegal because it has been cancelled by the national. Why? I don't know. I'm not the national chairman. I think you have to answer. You have to call the national chairman. There's a document that can explain, madam. You can read from the national document, not me.
So they cannot conduct primaries right now.
You can read out loud. Nollywood advertises.
Okay.
Oh, I think we respect documents in this country. We are law-abiding citizens. AAC represents justice and fairness. This is of the national, and we should respect the authority. Sorry? The memo came yesterday, yes. This is, I can read it out for you clearly. Put the camera. I can read it out. Are you okay? Yeah, this is the African Action Congress. Shoma Grace, Deputy National Chairperson, African Action Congress, AAC. CC, Deputy National Chairman Admin, National Working Committee, AP.
This drama will happen for AAC, African Action Congress. Oh, forgive me if I don't get the name correctly. We happen for AAC, and people they talk say, oh wow. So every party get their own internal struggle and wahala to what did they go through. So let me take you through the chronicles of Rotimi Amechi for a few things we talk for inside the interview.
When we decided to form the APC, you know, when I was a minister, President Tinubu was claiming he made Buhari president, and I couldn't respond because I was a minister under President Buhari. That would be suicidal because Buhari could fire you. So I couldn't have said no to President. No, then he wasn't the president. You know that you are wrong. You didn't make President Buhari the president. Not only was I the DG of the campaign, but everybody would bear witness that I did all the battle.
I remember interviewing you during that.
I led the Governors Forum. I crisscrossed the country, fighting here and there, trying to get Nigerians to know that this is the time for change. Did we achieve the change? Here and there. In some areas, well, we did. In some areas, we did not, like every other country.
Okay, so in case you don't understand what's going to go on there, that was Chibike Amechi saying that he's actually the one who made President Bola Ahmed, who made President Buhari, or who helped President Buhari win election, and not a Tinubu. Now him do all the groundworks. But a lot of people go talk say beyond the groundwork. So you know, saying that the River State resources make the thing happen at that time. While a lot of people I refer to that time when BC election, you remember there was a time they postponed the election a little bit, and there was a lot of tension and all that. And people said, "Oh, I made you wade in then and told Buhari, don't worry yourself, I got you. This election, no matter as the years postpone and reach, I got you covered. We'll go battle them together." Well, let's hear a few things. Do you think that it was actually Amechi that made Buhari president? If he's indeed the one that made Buhari president, then what's the implication? Did he do good for the country? Did he do us good? Because how that president will make Buhari now help us for inside the country? Well, but we hear a lot more of the things that will be said for inside that interview. Take a listen.
The president is creating hunger as a way of manipulating voters.
Well, so, I didn't say that.
I said it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I said it. Now, so he's creating hunger as a way of manipulating voters. So on that day, city boys will bring a bag of rice, and some people will eat that rice and vote against them. Because if a bag of rice does not solve hunger for the rest of the year.
Indeed.
APC, if they say they are strong, why are they not allowing the opposition to have their political parties? Why are they influencing the political and government institutions against the opposition? Why wouldn't they leave the rule of law? The first thing I would do as president of Nigeria is the rule of law. There has to be law and order.
But for you to get to that point...
You have to be elected.
You have to first of all win the primary.
Well, you hear what I said? I say, if I become the president of Nigeria,
but
that takes care of the primary and the general election.
But you're entering a crowded ADC field. I mean, you're going in there alongside Atiku Abubakar, Mohammed Hayatuddin. Why should the ADC choose you in preference to them?
Okay, so as much as possible, we've agreed in our meeting that nobody should discuss any of the presidential aspirants anymore.
I like that. So you're not going to tell us why you think you
No, I'll tell you why I think,
okay.
not about Atiku or Hayatuddin, but why I'm electable.
Right.
I'm the most experienced of them all. I'm the youngest, but most experienced. I have been chairman of Governors Forum. None of them, including President Tinubu, has been chairman of Governors Forum. He was once a governor. I've been chairman of Speakers Forum. None of them has been. In fact, President Tinubu was partially in the parliament as a senator, but how long was he a senator? And what positions did he hold in the Senate? But I held not just the speaker. I ran the Speakers Conference. I established the Speakers Conference office in Abuja, and I ran this thing for 2 terms. I was in the second term literally asked to come and be chairman again. I became the first chairman to have a second tenure as chairman of Governors Forum. And you saw how controversial it was. The president then didn't want me to come back. I remember the president called me one day. I made sure, sir, you have turned the Governors Forum into a labor union. And I said, no, sir, I'm just the public relations officer because your governor is a member.
Right.
So it's what the governors decide that I just announced. So, sir,
your contention is that you've got the experience.
Of course.
Right.
I'm the most experienced of them all.
But if you fail...
And I said I'm the youngest.
Right. Yes, that's a good point.
No, they should not say that. So who told them to vote? There were other candidates. There was P2B. There was Atiku Abubakar. So when they made the choice of Tinubu, they should also be at the blame. Can we not talk about Nigerians and President Tinubu because I'm running for an election? I want somebody to say, why are you blaming Nigerians when you were part of the government? Well, not part of this government, part of the government that helped.
But I mean, you've spoken passionately.
I have always said
about hunger, about poverty, about economic hardship in Nigeria. But critics say, where was this urgency that you're bringing now? This passionate urgency when you served nearly 8 years as minister under the Buhari government.
Charles, are they being fair to me? Just be honest. These critics, as governor of Rivers State at Freedom House in a ceremony organized by Professor Wole Soyinka, I told Nigerians, if you don't stone us, the politicians, they will not stop stealing. I was a governor. I said the politicians are impoverishing Nigerians.
But you're a politician.
Yes, but so don't say, because you said my critics are saying, where was this passion? It's always been there.
Yeah, but did you impoverish Nigerians?
I'm a different politician.
So you're the only one who did.
No, not only me. There are others.
Right.
Oh, there are quite others. There's Fashola. He made his own contributions. There are other governors who made that. A lot of governors have made their contributions. But governance appear to be dying gradually, and it's quite painful.
All right.
No, they should not say that. So who told them to vote? There were other candidates. There was P2B.
I mean, as a presidential aspirant.
Look, the day Nigerians decide to take power in their hands, Nigerian politicians will become responsible. The problem with Nigerian politics is that they are not held accountable.
Yeah.
Anybody who is held accountable is because he's opposed to the government.
So if you were president, how would you move that needle forward?
Don't you hear what I said? I said my policy will be law and order. So it's not because you don't like the president and then you go to prison.
You are, of course, a lawyer yourself.
Yes. So now, if not because you don't like my faith that takes you to prison, what will take you to prison is what you have done. Now, not also will it be that because you like the president, then you are forgiven from the crime you have committed. No.
And was that how you ran Rivers State?
Of course.
I mean, there's nobody there.
Charles,
there are people
nobody. No party was stopped from campaigning. Nobody was put in prison. No house was seized. Nobody's property. You can ask. Charles, I thought you were a journalist. If you are, you should be an investigative journalist.
No, actually, I'm a politician. I'm just sitting here pretending to be a journalist.
I should have known that. Then there's no basis for you to come in for an interview. There's no basis for you to come in for an interview. Because if you're a journalist and you are an investigative journalist, for Christ's sake, before you interview me, you ask questions around
No,
me.
no, we have asked questions.
No,
we
if you say you ask questions, then you could have said you don't know what I did.
We've asked questions. We just want to hear it from you.
No, you said, I asked you, say you don't know what I did.
We want to hear it.
No, you say you don't know what I did. You have a studio, I guess, in Port Harcourt. Right?
So yeah,
so
we have a team in Port.
Okay, so send them out to the streets. I didn't say send them to any particular person. Send them out to the streets and see the regrets and see what they are saying. In fact, the common saying in Port Harcourt, if Amici was here, that's the common saying.
All right. So, and I don't hear everything with busy security, Amici talk. Phone lines are open, so I'd like you to jump on the conversation so that you come straight on to let's brainstorm on all of these things that basically happen from the current change in the political scene with Donald Trump's entrance to the race and Amici and Atiku at loggerheads with Hayatuddin for the tickets, and straight to the possibility of maybe a Donald Duke or somebody else getting the ticket. The good thing is that most of the people for inside PRP now all Southerners, according to waiting the chairman of the party will be Hakim Baba Ahmed talk. So how this race for 2027 could be, and what's me the possibility say will be first of all they talk say, oh, good luck, Ebele Jonathan will come divide Southern votes. Next thing, we don't get a Duke. And just to be truthful to you, Duke now one of the finest governors for Southern Nigeria, where Nigeria don't get. In fact, for Nigeria generally, one of the finest governors Nigeria. I'm not talking about his looks or handsomeness. No, I'm talking about intelligence and the work we be saying in don't do. In fact, after Donald Duke, Cross River State has never had it any good till now. So, do you think that his credentials can work for him? And do you think he would further divide Southern votes? Now, remember, see the level of block vote we be say APC they gather for primaries, whether not true or not fake. How these other people, them politicians, and how these other parties go fit show, say for their primaries, they hold and get this kind of, then gather votes and numbers enough to convince, say, then get the numbers to win the 2027 election. Should the NDC, the ADC, the PRP not also be sensible enough? Sorry, sir, bend mouth, stock up. Should they not be sensible enough to know that they should also be playing with numbers like the ruling party they play for numbers? We could look whether the population of Nigeria 500 million now will be at the end of the day. Do you not think so? Well, make I just go play you within Hakim Baba Ahmed talk. But just to let you know that phone lines are open, please ensure you jump into the conversation. I think it's better for you to just join the link on the pinned post to bring you straight into the studio, so you can just join us live in the studio instead of us to go through that phone line conversation. So please just join the conversation through the link for the pinned post. It will bring you straight into the studio to join the conversation. So let's listen to what Hakim Baba Ahmed said. Take a listen to him.
There are very, very serious.
So this interview is courtesy of Symphony Television. So what I did is that I took high points of the things he said that I think is quite worthy for us to talk about in this conversation. So take a listen.
There are very, very serious efforts to engineer a takeover of this country.
What? Seriously?
Clearly, there appears to have been an opening that has been exploited, perhaps from the Sahel. For interests, foreigners and interests are coming into this country. Did
we hear what he said? That there are very serious concerns. Say there is a systematic takeover of Nigeria. I want to hear him so that we can talk about it. Please listen.
There are very, very serious efforts to engineer a takeover of this country.
What? Seriously?
Clearly, there appears to have been an opening that has been exploited, perhaps from the Sahel. For interests, foreigners and interests are coming into this country, taking advantage of a void. And that void can only be open borders, a weak defensive system, exposed communities, and quite honestly, and this is the most worrying thing about it, a government that is coming to terms with the fact that we have to live with this. We don't have to live with this. This level of insecurity is intolerable. Nigeria should not resign themselves to living with this kind of thing, and we must say no. So, to answer your question again, President Tinubu has failed to secure Nigerians, and I am wondering what he would say to Nigerians when he now begins to campaign for 2027. Because clearly, he has absolutely nothing to say to us that will assure us that if we give him another 4 years, he will secure this country. What he couldn't do in the last 3 years, when things are not as bad as they are now, I cannot see this president do anything better rather than getting it worse. If he can, let's see what he would do between now and say November, December, and January. And I can tell you in advance, nothing. Rather than address the core of the problem, he just appointed special advisor on Homeland Security. What does that mean? What is Homeland Security? What about all this army of institutions and structures and systems that we have on the ground? Clearly, that's an admission of failure. The Senate President did say that 2 weeks after the election, Nigerians will see a secure country. Then it leaves only one conclusion. Either he wasn't in his senses when he said that, or they are genuinely playing with our insecurity in order to win an election. What are you waiting for? Why do we need to wait until 2 weeks after an election? And what happens if you lose that election? Are they even thinking of the possibility that they could actually lose that election? You know, we had a president who lost an election. Absolutely. And the heavens didn't fall. Absolutely. So why do we wait? Why do we have to wait? That's why when you mention this thing, because this is the first time I'm hearing it, that the Senate President said wait until 2 weeks, within 2 weeks after the election. So in other words, they're now trading votes for our security. Give us votes, and we'll give you security. In other words, what they're doing now is withholding our security and playing with it as an electoral asset. That is the most irresponsible thing anybody could say, not even do. To say, the number 3 citizen of the country, to say to Nigerians, if you vote for us, in 2 weeks you'll be secure. First, with all due respect, I would say he's lying. There's no way you can resecure a country in 2 weeks. Because if you can, this is the time to fix it. 2, he's a poor politician. The most important thing President Tinubu or APC and this administration can do is to secure Nigeria now. Now. Not wait until you win an election. Number 3, by the time we have this election, Nigerians would have been so fed up with an administration that just rolls out press statements.
Okay, so remember what he was talking about. Waiting EBC, our Senate President got to Lapabio talk. When he talk, say the insecurity now because of this election period, now EBC it happen and say once EBC election happen, 2 weeks after election, Nigeria go they cleared of the insecurity. And that he asked very salient questions. So are you telling me that you're not telling us that after we vote you in, after 2 weeks, automatically the insecurity will stop? What is it that you would do 2 weeks after election that you cannot do now? And I think these are very important questions to ask. And then he also did challenge the president, say, make he see whether he will fit handle these things where they happen for the country between now and November or even December for us to know, say, indeed, it won't make them happen. Go listen to further.
There are very, very serious efforts to engineer a takeover of this country.
Well, seriously?
Clearly, there appears to have been an opening that has been exploited, perhaps from the Sahel. For interests, foreigners and interests are coming into this country, taking advantage of a void. And that void can only be open borders, a weak defensive system, exposed communities, and quite honestly, and this is the most worrying thing about it, a government that is coming to terms with the fact that we have to live with this. We don't have to live with this. This level of insecurity is intolerable. Nigerians should not resign themselves to living with this kind of thing, and we must say no. So, to answer your question again, President Tinubu has failed to secure Nigerians, and I am wondering what he would say to Nigerians when he now begins to campaign for 2027. Because clearly, he has absolutely nothing to say to us that will assure us that if we give him another 4 years, he will secure this country. What he couldn't do in the last 3 years, when things are not as bad as they are now, I cannot see this president do anything better rather than getting it worse. If he can, let's see what he would do between now and say November, December, and January. And I can tell you in advance, nothing. Rather than address the core of the problem, he just appointed special advisor on Homeland Security. What does that mean? What is Homeland Security? What about all this army of institutions and structures and systems that we have on the ground? Clearly, that's an admission of failure. The Senate President did say that 2 weeks after the election, Nigerians will see a secure country. Then it leaves only one conclusion. Either he wasn't in his senses when he said that, or they are genuinely playing with our insecurity in order to win an election. What are you waiting for? Why do we need to wait until 2 weeks after an election? And what happens if you lose that election? Are they even thinking of the possibility that they could actually lose that election? You know, we had a president who lost an election, and the heavens didn't fall. Absolutely. So why do we wait? Why do we have to wait? That's why when you mention this thing, because this is the first time I'm hearing it, that the Senate President said wait until 2 weeks, within 2 weeks after the election. So in other words, they are now trading votes for our security. Give us votes, and we'll give you security. In other words, what they're doing now is withholding our security and playing with it as an electoral asset. That is the most irresponsible thing anybody could say, not even do, to say, the number 3 citizen of the country, to say to Nigerians, if you vote for us, in 2 weeks you'll be secure. First, with all due respect, I would say he's lying. There's no way you can resecure a country in 2 weeks. Because if you can, this is the time to fix it. 2, he's a poor politician. The most important thing President Tinubu or APC and this administration can do is to secure Nigeria now. Now. Not wait until you win an election. Number 3, by the time we have this election, Nigerians would have been so fed up with an administration that just rolls out president.
Okay, so let me just open the phone lines. I think I'll play the remaining of that later on. Nigerians phone lines are open. See why Danjuma, good evening and welcome. Cole, don't come back.
Cole, good evening, Precious. Good
You're
evening.
welcome. You're welcome. On a cold day, I thought the weather was changing. Is it not approaching summer? What's going on?
I don't know what thing they happen. Some bad people they here. We don't. Today you go up, tomorrow you go down.
Sorry,
I don't know what thing, but we go there on holiday. This is a long weekend, so maybe we just they enjoy our life. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How about you, sir?
We're here. Greetings, viewers.
Thank you.
We always badgering you, and we thank you for the strength that you find.
What I do again? What I do again?
No, to do this thing every day, you know, they easy.
I almost no come today, sir. When I know go kill me. If I remember someone they wait for me now, waiting will just give me strength to come. Because sometimes the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
We understand. So kudos. You are doing great.
Thank you, sir.
God will continue to strengthen you.
Thank you, sir.
And to realize that you are doing this thing, make we back you up. You say no. Well,
go straight to the conversation, sir.
Okay. So now we'll leave you. So what else can we do? Only to ask God to continue to strengthen you.
What actually can the unrighteous do? We're all unrighteous.
Yes. Quite a lot here that you don't put out. First, let us start with your uncle, Wike. Sorry, not Wike. Your uncle, His Excellency Amechi.
Oh, now go just the carry family relatives, they give me up and down. It's okay, no problem.
You get plenty. No deny them, no, your uncle, now you go deny.
No,
okay. But he is a much better person than the other one.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. He's better than his boy. You know, I like him. He throws jabs. He's not.
I say call him boy.
No, my boy now. They call footballer boy. He's not. I make a boy be.
We cannot agree.
Boy, they do. The other one, boy. I'm mentioning a boy to Dr. Odili and so on. So now, boy, all of them do. Anyway, even Jonathan, now boy to Alamesia. So now boy system now with the see. Anyway, I like Amechi because of the way they talk. But a politician is always politician. He never work anywhere. Never do any work. Now politics. So he's a professional politician. So anything when you get must be from government. That one way they say my wife when when we can give him blow, he say my wife. Well, if he be, but we know say never do any work, just like Wike. Maybe I teach Wike, what Wike they do. Because they say when mother cow is chopping, and Peking go to look am, make you say as they chop. So anyway, I think that yes, I agree with what he's saying, but I think he don't find himself in a dilemma. Dilemma because I think he don't declare for an eye now. Why you believe? Because Obi saw the future. You don't see him leave.
But he said that he doesn't believe in zoning now. So it's not like it's a problem to him. He said he doesn't believe in zoning. He believes in
No,
the
it's a problem
competency.
because he said that he has to be zoned to the south. He said it before.
Yeah, but he has just said it again. Did you not hear him in that interview? He said he does not believe in zoning. It's not necessary. That the competent one should, the person with the competence should go ahead. So it's not like it's a big deal for him.
That is in less than 2 months is na double speak. So
Well,
do you begin to it be like your brothers on the one hand, and within 2 months you say a different thing? Well, I think the problem when I see you say you don't declare for an eye, and with this court judgment now, I think you don't give them some people some mileage, some politicians, but we don't know exactly whether INEC will contest this thing and what will be the final outcome. INEC is very likely to contest it because you don't model up all the program for them. And it could be risky, it could be dicey, because if you take advantage of the court declaration, this is just a lower court, can go enter another party, and then appeal court cancel them, then it means your money and everything is a waste. And then maybe Supreme Court uphold them. With what we see in the courts today, nobody they trust the court. So
you know that what's his name? Dr. Amadi said it, and he said that it may just be a trap.
It may
considering how the what do they call them, judicial system they corrupt. Where Ganduji's son just they join NDC, don't pick up House of Rep from and they don't give them again. When the window don't suppose close, transfer window don't end now.
Well, you see, that's what I'm saying. That people will go to court.
And why did he not go to ADC? Why did he go to NDC? Do you understand?
It's like asking me why Atiku's son is in APC. And many of them, so everybody they spread their tentacles, their darkness. They know what they're doing. These politicians know it could be a bait. It could be to reposition themselves here so that if you spoil here, at least you get here and so on and so on. But why are their children going? Why are we not seeing Obi's son or Obi's daughter doing this same thing with him? Or Kwankwaso's son or daughter doing this same thing? The difference is very clear. If it's not Panadol, it's not Panadol. Sorry, I'm not advertising this thing.
When I owe me plenty money, you and the Barrys. I go send them an invoice. Be like say don't return, I go send them an invoice. Well done.
Panadol go pay you. Those who do Panadol. The difference is clear. I mean, you they talk now about somebody who then give land when he refused. They give an oil well, give an land for Abuja, give an land for Anambra, refuse. Tell and say, okay, make we pay you monthly pension. He refused. So how many Nigerians? Maybe you only Yaradua. How many Nigerian politicians go act like that? Where you go put meat or put honey for their mouth, you go spit out and say no want. None. If there are. So unless we are pretending, we can see the difference. We can see it stands out. This you can call it small thing, but they stand out. They speak volumes of the character of people who are aspiring for leadership. And check all the political aspirants. Which one don't go around the country? They feel the people's impulse. They talk to them. They empathize with them. Look at the guy now in South Africa. That's what your president is supposed to be doing.
So why Obi no get people where they talk to use counter them this kind of thing? This is this kind of thing that if he had a formidable, why? Because this kind of thing now, you go social media, go see what they call them agolo fraud. in be fraud, in be this. Why on a no get people will go there on top of everywhere? They tell them, challenge them with facts. Fraud, show me what they say Obi thief for inside Anambra versus what they say another person thief for your own estate. You guys should. So this is beyond we go. You know why? Because who see those their own message, we know see on our own immediately, if on our own come later. Do you understand? So I don't know. It's gonna be hard with these numbers. The flag around and say they win for primaries, Abby. These numbers, it go shock you waiting to come out for 2023 election. And Gbajabiamila don't talk. Do you think they don't know what they're doing? When Gbaja said, and the whole media don't carry on, that Nigerians love Tinubu and he'll come back. They could just use this. So once he win election, they'll announce and they will use that statement stamp on the show and say, see the proof. We said it before. You guys don't understand what the power of media.
Well, unless Nigerian are jungle where animals, if they vote for Tinubu again, make it come. Good luck to them. If they vote, they better not support me.
You're expecting for a vote. What are you looking for a vote, really?
Wait, okay.
You don't go to voting.
Okay. No matter what happens, you just heard what Baba Ahmed said. No matter what happens, whether they vote, they no vote, whatever happens, if the man, whether by hook or crook, he come back, may they not call me again. No. May they not call me. May they not call me. Say make I say money. May they should not. May they not call me.
You go back to your village people.
Anything where they see, may they take. But make we keep that one apart.
Okay.
You will not go to listen to these people now. You go see their G3. Every plan they fail. Every plan where they see God, they work in a way they fail. Every plan where they do and this way it fail. Do this one, it fail. Do this one. Now nobody they do. Now then they use their
plan. They work well for them. You know, fail. Which plan?
You get all the governors. You get all the governors. Get all the senators. Now they are imploding. They are fighting. They are moving away, going to another party. You do all the work, finish. Court don't nullify them. Yeah, they do all the economic distance suffering. There's more suffering. You say they fight insurgency. Would they see the worst? We haven't seen it. They behead people, cut somebody head, they hold them, they match them, they show everywhere. They kill people, give them meat. The meat of the person they kill, make it chop. Where does it happen? Even ISIS, not even do up to this extent. At the peak of their distance. Which time any foreign country don't come begin they invade Nigeria, they attack Nigeria. It has never happened. Which time in Nigerian history you get China, you get Russia, you get America, you get Turkey, all of them, Britain, France, all of them open doors that they come, they do anything with their life. It has never happened. And we have a government. And everybody, they write rough shots over the people. Kill today, kill here, kill there, kill there, kill there. We have never had it. We have never had this kind of challenge, even during the civil war against the military, against the army, where they made the army look like, say, the Nigerian army will get prestige. Nigerian army, the whole Nigerian army. And they are messed up like this. Not that they are not ready to fight. You make them look like everybody, they talk nonsense about Nigeria. That's never happened.
Did you hear what Hakim Baba Ahmed said? Responding and react. Did you hear what Hakim Baba Ahmed said when he was reacting to the question around that Tinubu said is his enemies? Did you hear what he said? He said, "It's my enemies. Why he no just decimate them and do with them?"
With his tools. If it's your enemies, fish them out. Fish them out. Deal with them.
He said, "You whole arrow fine." I say because in talk say person day with the tape wire. Nuhuri Badu calls you hold them. So why don't you also do same to the people that you think are your enemies doing all these things? Why do you leave them?
Your constitution, the constitution of your country says that you are innocent until proven guilty by a court of competent jurisdiction. Whatever the man has done, I'm not his fan. But whatever the man, some people say he's paying for his crime. Okay, that may be true. But justice, listen, fairness is fairness. Justice is justice. Whatever the man has done, he's been there over 3 months.
Not be UK, they try this and he still leave her, make sure they go around, they do it. Meanwhile, they get strong allegation against her. She they do her way, they do her shopping, they do her things. They live her best life. Until when the jury, when they go finish the case, jury give their jurisdiction and everything. Then the enter cell. She's still living her life.
Why do we have a system where before you go arrest the person first before you begin to do your investigation. Why not do your investigation, and then when you don't get the person, then you take the person to court? And why not let the court, decide? Why are we doing this kind of thing? Why are we not killing armed robbers because we saw them shooting? Because you have to go through the process of the law. That's why the law is there. Why are they doing this kind of a thing? Why? It's unfair. I mean, and if you have a leader who say, this, we can't do this thing, we want to follow due process. We want to follow the process, because Obi has been talking about process. Let us follow the process. If the court finds him guilty, let him go and answer his case. But this is wrong. It's wrong. And why? What is the reason? Because they know that every fight can do them damage, serious damage. And you know what? Fulani know they forgive him. I'm sorry, I'm saying this. Fulani know they forgive.
But the Erufai did not play his card well. Before he came out there to say those things he said on live TV, he also should have known the consequences. And whatever it is he has against them, if we don't hand over that thing to somebody else, APC will begin cry by now. They expose all the exposable. We need the city tea to spill. We don't need, because if the whole until they there after election, then it come back, well, it will be useless. Why you not tell us the team? Maybe we hear already.
It won't be there until the election finish. It won't be there. So? The more they hold him, the more you don't see some of them don't they talk now. Some of them say, what did Erufai do? There are people there, we did there. You see, the best thing for them, what they're trying to do is to intimidate him and get a commitment from him that, okay, I don't retire from politics, I'm not going to talk again. Because they know that this small, as small as it is, hey, as small as they say, I'm so very small. Oh, but make we leave Erufai, make I talk about this thing, because I see MC Abi.
MC, welcome, MC.
Yes.
Yeah, good evening, Precious. Good evening to Good
evening, welcome.
Make you look at PRP now. I'm sure
they said they get heavyweight, so 4 heavyweight Southerners.
Yes, and Donald Duke is one of them.
And Donald Duke is a beautiful politician. You know,
2 from South and 2 from
Southeast.
No, nobody from Southeast. They're not getting any listen from South.
Southwest. Because
South and maybe I think maybe Southwest. I think it's or something like that. But
no,
from
not for Southwest. No. 2 for Southeast. 2 from South. 2 from
Southeast.
South. No Southwest.
No Southwest.
Yeah, no Southwest. He confirmed it today. Ahmed, the Baba Ahmed confirmed it today.
Well, maybe I didn't hear well.
That's what
he said. Yeah,
that's what he said.
Now, I did hear. I'm not sure if it is true that Donald Trump. Sorry. Yes, I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that. I don't know if Donald Duke has emerged, but I have met Donald Duke, not when he was governor.
But Donald Duke is yet to emerge. He hasn't emerged. Please.
That's what for the primaries. One of my friends.
No, that's incorrect. At least at this minute, it's incorrect.
Yes.
He was just cleared for the primaries alongside the other candidates.
That's what I heard. I met him. He did well as a governor. He did very well.
Yes, he did very well.
Imoke, who succeeded him, I know him personally, even before he became governor. He knows me personally. I think he also tried his best. But the problem that I find here is that Duke is a friend of Obi. He has been a supporter of Obi. And of course, that T, of course, has forget about, the things that he said, I mean, these are politicians. That T is also Obi's friend. He may feel one kind, but I just regard that as politics. Because when they lost somebody in the family, I saw Obi's condolence and so on and stuff. Anyway, let's put that aside. So, and if you listen to Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed when he spoke in this video that you talked about, if you watch it till the end, you would see that he didn't. He did say that there's a possibility of some sort of accord with opposition parties. So it's likely that there's some talk going on. There's a possibility for some concordia, according to K. Mbadiwe. So we don't know, the coast is not clear yet. We don't know what is going to happen. I suspect, I don't know what is happening. I don't know whether Duke is the placeholder. I don't know. I can't say for now. Or whoever, they pick. I don't know what the mathematics is going to be. But that is what is giving Atiku confidence that if they split all these votes in the South, Makinde is coming out, is going to split the vote. Prince Adewale is coming out, is going to split the vote in the West.
How
And
many votes will Prince Adewale will get? How many votes did he get before?
even if not one,
They're almost inconsequential now.
Brother Yele, at least maybe you could get vote more than Yele. Yele is there. He go split some vote from the West, so from the Southwest. So and then. If Duke wins or whoever wins from the Southeast, under PRP, maybe you could take from the Southeast or the South, where will be strong, and then we don't know what's going to be the outcome of ADC. But assuming that Atiku wins, so the calculation that they are making is, the South will be split, and then the North, that will be an advantage to the North. But you ask yourself the question, which North does Atiku have? Which North does he have? Which North does it? The North alone cannot give him victory. And if you talk about the North, it's not monolithic in terms of their voting pattern, in terms of ethnicity, in terms of religion, and so on and so forth. So you are not sure. Where is it strong? In the South. In Osun State, that has gone to accord. In Oyo State, that is going
Osun cannot go to accord, though. That may be over our president's dead body. He has interest in that state.
But
Oyetola is playing a lot of games too. He's very prominent.
The Oyetola is his uncle. He failed. He ran against Adeleke. Adeleke beat him.
Well, that's why they brought in another candidate whom they think is popular.
So we'll see what is happening. The vote will be split there. So what I'm saying is that, where is Atiku strong in the South? All this, the South is gone. The Southeast is gone. Unless Rivers. But of course, that your uncle.
The highest will happen is we'll get a run election now. You know why? Because the votes for inside the North, let's assume that maybe, let's assume that Donald Duke may not get so much votes in the North, and Yele Sowore may not get so much votes in the North, and Adewale may not get so much votes in the North, but the vote for inside the North could be largely competitive between Buhari, Atiku. Sorry, I say Buhari, Peter Obi, Atiku, and President Tinubu. President Tinubu, not because it's going to be very, very free or fair, but because of federal might, right? And you cannot take away Peter Obi's popularity in the entire Middle Belt, within the Christian communities in Northwest and Northeast. When they say the North, and then call Hausas. The North is no longer that monolithic North, to say be anymore. The Hausas are angry. Anything where resemble food, they don't want to hear them again. No. Should I played you videos here of the complaints they're making. You understand? So it's not. So when people like Atiku think that, they have the popularity in the North, the Hausas themselves. Did you not hear what Baba Ahmed said? Hakim Baba Ahmed. He said the North is wiser now in terms of decision making in election, and they're beginning to move towards. In that video, he confessed how Northern leaders were the ones who convinced Tinubu that they would give him a Northern Muslim to work with, and he said that would be Muslim, and they said then it doesn't matter. So they tried it and it worked out. To be frank, it wasn't Tinubu's fault to flag the northern Muslim tickets. But they tried because in the North, you know how this thing would always talk, say, Muslims, Northern Muslims, and they see Yoruba Muslims as Muslim enough. I guess that was why they thought to give him a Northern Muslim to work with. And then he fly, and they've accepted it. But then Baba Ahmed now said that one thing he knows for now is that in no good day, say the North don't do wiser now in terms of election, because they said the Muslims, religion, what they do now. nothing gun body for them. They don't do their brother Buhari, nothing gun body. So they are making, and whether you like it or not, no be everybody for the North 90 as illiterate or politically illiterate as they think say them be. Where they go just follow the bandwagon or say, oh, we don't like this person because Miami. No, not be all of them. There are quite some enlightened number of them, including among the Fulani elites. Including among the Fulanis. There are some part of the Fulanis who are not in support of this nonsense going on about land grabbing or whatever it is, genocide that they say that is going on. There's some of them who are not, and who would rather want a peaceful Nigeria.
Yeah.
And those kind of people, well, let's see. It is going to be quite competitive. So my only concern, I say, I am very disappointed at the opposition because of their greed. At this rate, I don't even mind if it's not Peter Obi, but can we just step down for somebody else? Can Atiku and the rest of them can all the opposition just come there? So can we all just give Donald Duke the support to be the president, for instance? Can we just give someone else the support? This whole self-seeking ambition, it must be me, according to Dr. Catch. I think that's the greatest challenge APC people will get for inside this election.
Precious, I praise PRP for zoning their presidential candidate.
They didn't zone, no. They said incidentally. He wasn't zoned. Coincidentally, the only people who buy their form are Southerners.
No, I have heard Hakim Baba Ahmed said they're zoning.
It was zoned. He said it is zoned. It was zoned to the south. Yeah,
that's
it was zoned. Yeah,
that's good. That's great.
To the south. So that was great for him to say it. Let us see the best candidates from the south, and let whoever comes out tops.
The only party that didn't do that is the ADC because of Atiku.
Yes. So the way it's turning out, maybe again we keep saying that maybe by the time the month ends, maybe the position go there much clearer. But the point for me is that the ruling party is not looking for a free and fair election to win. It cannot. Already has a lot of problems in its hands. It has burnt its feet by the primaries when you don't hold. There are problems here and there and so on and so forth. So not everybody they go feel bribe and promise, okay, you go be, if you support us, you go be ambassador, or we'll give you money, or you go, you do like this. You see how we treated Wike, we help him. You see how we gave manhood ambassadorial position and, that kind of small he goat and all those people, how if you work with us we compensate you. Not all of them go take that. It's not everybody that can take that. You still have people like Erufai who will say no, it's fight to finish. And so you can't compensate him. You can imagine there are so many things that go down for him. Say Erufai, cool down now, calm down. We'll give you this. Maybe the man say no, you humiliated me, now you want to. So I think they are not comfortable, because they are fighting from all fronts. And all the plans where they don't make, somehow, somewhere, the team know they work as they plan. So their last this thing is like, listen, we will like before, we're going to rig it, we're going to find another way to do it. But I can tell you, even person where they deaf, person where no they hear, they know they tell and say word they. Person where they deaf, when they hear where they should go, they know they tell them. You go see them with your eye. So anybody we see what they happen now in the country still feels everything is good. I'm sorry for that person. I sorry for that person. He's lying to himself. Anybody will say, in fact, I expect by now, Wole Soyinka would have spoken, because he said when they ask, I say after 2 years now I go talk. Now where you don't take the entire Okada, you know, if you fuel in vehicle. I be the expect say Professor Gbajabiamila.
But I don't think that thing is true, though. I don't think it's true that it's really.
They say I'm for Okada. And if it is true,
Professor Gbajabiamila, we'll see the video now.
So if you don't the answer Okada, and I be say what I don't pass God, make it talk now. How many years old man they enter Okada? The whole, if you fall, waiting the world will talk. They say, see Nigerian Lubel Norrit, see what they happen to them. If you go maybe obedient, carry and can't recognize because they go recognize and now. If not me, they drive the car, I see the gray hair. I look at. I want to greet and finish. I go ride when I reach poto poto.
God no go agree that kind of thing, I beg.
I
God no
go,
go do that kind of bad thing.
I go
God no
fall
go
inside
do-
poto poto. They go take pictures. They see professor. They fall inside.
He's very strong.
He's strong, but I'm sure he's regretting after all the fight when he fight that he has come down at the age where he's supposed to enjoy his retirement. We're supposed to see a peaceful Nigeria after all the fight when he fight. Now, professor don't now change. A internationally acclaimed professor. Now you see bad thing, if you talk. That is too bad. That
All
is
right, MC, let me let you jump in on the conversation, MC.
You know, my is just straight. You know, like I said last time, yeah, I don't want to say anything, say things that will upset some Nigerians because seeing their primaries, the people that came out to escort that evil today.
No, no,
Don't quote me wrong,
mind your
go.
language, sir.
No, don't quote me wrong. Anybody can support who they want to support. Una no go see person where they kill una they go. Person they kill una they go. Una see the hunger in the land. Una still they go stand there. Still they come and go. They say, "Oh, una mandate una shafo." What is wrong with these people? Okay, now since that incident in your state, a teacher where they teach where they behead those teacher where they behead. Okay, you even come to that Lagos State. How many? What's the distance from Lagos State to your state? The so-called the leader of the country visited Oyo State, go to the family of these people to go ascertain, go find out, okay, how you can assist these people. These people do not bloody care. They are just after
I think
themselves.
is that lack of empathy that is one of the things that is very shocking to a lot of people. How do you rule people and people are dying? Like no show of empathy and oh, it's supposed to be my responsibility to by now he say Southwesterners for the vex so for waiting they do this teacher. No vex, continue, sir.
So, okay, if like you said now, if the people, without the people, there is no president. If the people are not, who are you going to govern? Who are you going to? Okay, make the people leave. They will let you and begin to work out for the land without nobody. What is really going on? How did we get here? Then it's like if I might use this way, if I say you go market, you go use money to buy what you want kill you. God forbid. So then you go see some sycophants, go see comments, see the claps, see the if when you even see am say they talk, they fit make sentence for mouth. They fit make one straight line. So what are we doing? Okay, now look at I also come across a video today. Look at the other one where when they talk about say that NU arrow whatever you this and that. That one they follow security agencies. If that's those ones they try to tell her, you see the way they made the way they shout for those security. Those ones even they tell us say calm down, calm down. If they shout for uniform, these police officers and submit their own uniform the way they shout. I say, what is going on in this country? What did they go on? Now, say, do that kind of art where we dey here. The people will be there, say, this one not, they go arrest you that moment. I'm just asking, because I just they ask here, this thing, or you get what they blow for that hair, where they think they control those Nigerians. So it be say, they do want to the extent, say the Nigerians, they don't know their left from their right. Some, not be all low, some of them. Now, some of them, because I know, not be some of the Nigerians. Because seeing those people or they pay them or pay crowd, maybe they come, okay, they come, make it come, make they come stand for them, make they come, I'm just asking because I did ask because sometimes seeing those kind of because you don't go see person where they do that kind of evil to now. Oh, now still go out there, now go they clap, follow them. Or because of waiting on one, because I know say some people still they way because with the way they talk, some people they will see the way they see the benefit in a way. Because they say even during where they fight war, people they will see they benefit from the war. We not even want to make the war end because of what they get. People they. So just like what we get now for that country now. So, but truth be told, these people should be should be asking themselves questions. There's something wrong somewhere. They should be asking themselves questions. Because if that kind of situation now in this side of the world, that leader now stone now stone they'll take even egg.
All
Now
right,
egg they'll take the stone that
MC,
egg.
make I quickly take you on this. So somebody did say that somebody just said this, and of course that's what it's likely to happen. That the ADC is like APC rather is likely to deploy violence in the 2027 election because then the plan actually for voter suppression, so that people know will come out. Fear go make a lot of people not come out, and people will come out by the time they see what they do others, people go run, they no go feel votes. On our way say on the plan, are you guys aware of this, and are you making plans against this?
Then that is why I tell you that last time. Say Nigerians themselves are ready. Like some of the, especially the younger ones that are way enlightened now, because 2023 was a case study. Something not they happened twice. Because that
I don't
2023,
learn.
yeah, Nigerians don't learn. Every Nigerians don't learn. It not go be like so. It not go be like okay. See, I'll give you an example again because I also they follow some news again. See Edo State now. If you see Edo State now, Edo State now fight it already did that place for it. The APC Edo State fight already did there already. It already did on the ground already.
Fight there for every state's APC.
Yeah,
I can tell you free of charge.
because
You see, these are primaries. I don't know how they plan to use to their nerves. And the thing we say, they go settle them all. If they settle them, finish. Just like Fubara today now, he was the one who announced all the governors now, they announced Tinubu winning, collect handshake and all that. But will it change anything? Will it change the fact that they'll be bickering? They go the bicker.
You know, see the word I use. I say underground. The thing already there underground. That's fact. That's a crack. Don't they already? It don't they already? Because even the people, even the APC members themselves, they get and say no. This man cannot come back. Some day where they benefit, some day where don't they benefit. So because, like I always say, if the money where you feel say you want collect for only yourself, if that money they use that money build one hospital for one community or one state that everybody they go that hospital, everybody don't begin to benefit from that hospital. Than one person pocket the money, put for pockets, put for one corner, no development. You not go even you say you want even the money where you say you want even carry with the way you want even steal, where the want even carry give you. You go use and build one house, but road you not go see road follow enter the house. That one wickedness now. You not go even see road follow enter the house. That one a madness. Okay, again, I go also say something to you. I think you see this other that professor where they talk for both sides of the mouth. It be they talk well before, but the rubbish we call they come out. He say I even the statement we put out today. He say they report Kwankwanso to DSS and everything. Usman Yusuf.
Now on a
Former
brotherly relationship, you're not supposed to concern you. Now brothers, they're all right.
they go do all right. He say, yeah, he say he don't go reporter, he don't go phone to police, to the DSS and everything. Make them because you know since he joined the NDC now. Because that one I think they work on that. That one, the other one and they work for on that article, everything. So he say Conquer so threatening now. So he need to go
What
report
be
up
the
to
threat you can make saying lie against? So if Obi comes to Amunko for lying against him,
yeah, but because whether they read the statement, I
because
was like,
he lied against Obi. So if Obi now sue him, Nko, because he lie, he talk say now Obi now under Obi now he chase Northerners,
he say,
and that's a lie. So in that statement when he made, did he come out to say that he made a mistake? Did he at least refute what he said?
He didn't say anything.
He should at least start by refute because if Kwankwaso if he sue Kwankwaso can remind and say they sue you Nko for well na brothership na brotherhood.
Because I know say because the politics don't they heat up already now. So that make me according to Ramnanda, he say he don't file a complaint with the Nigeria Police Force and the Department of State Service, accusing Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso for making a threatening and inflammatory remarks against him. in the state. So that professor, you understand, made that guy find where go hide himself because because even those in Northern brothers who they talk about now, those people now their eye don't open. All those spin, would they be the spin, whether they spin those people, they control those people head. Those people don't want hear them again. They don't want hear them. And like like we'll talk about this or your because this afternoon, yeah, when I reflect on all these things, I continue asking myself, how can now that same Yoruba land we say na him be their head for that Yoruba land, oh, when they claim say na him be the leader of that Yoruba land or whatever. So you will see the insults. Those people even come. For inside that your land, they do that kind of evil. They behead the teachers. It's questionable. So that nothing is done. It's like everybody just they leave as say normal. You even come that Lagos. That's my where I get the whole thing now. So funny is that you even come that same Lagos and you could not go to that Oyo. May you go meet with the people, go meet with the family, go meet with the school. The trauma where those people don't they go through since that day. And those people still there now, up till now, they are not released. Nobody know their whereabouts. What are you people doing? When I just did it, they do campaign, presidential primary. This, they were. Because it's like the human life do not count. Now the ones where they even know now, where even come out and where everybody even know. Where about the ones where people don't know, where they happen, where people don't know. How about those ones? Where people never even hear, where be say the media never, the media never even carry. So because that is why they say we continue to talk. The Nigerians themselves need to wake up. They need to wake up. They need to because the day where these Nigerians now begin say enough is enough. These people they go look for where to enter because sometimes I will sit down there. How Nigeria take deteriorate reach this stage where we say people will not get address. Now they come they dictate for Nigeria. People will not get address. It's funny because the question we need to they ask because that's why they say because I go even look down and say okay all these leaders now where they spring up from the south now I know that is their right because for me I feel that these people now need to come together queue behind Peter Obi.
And they will tell you there must still be a P2B that they will queue behind.
So they have to do it because because the way that country be now, Peter Obi is the only person who if he say he go fit, or if he say he go fit maneuver and I the people want. Okay, not to come even talk about the article we even did now. I continue to say which kind of thing just a process that way be say that man no one agree, he no 1 year go, he no 1 year come. The APC now, I think it's on that fashion document from the other few bala whatever.
They still
He
that
say
one don't they do your own primaries
it does
too.
they do
They're
in your
doing his own
primaries and
primaries.
everything. So you see, say the battle is on ground. You see them.
So
I'm happy say
I believe
Obi pick
I
come up for that.
actually a part of people they talk say if you be saying a weekend I they push na few ballot. I don't know. People are saying that maybe Wicked was just no one see Atiku for ballots. So maybe it just the push up. Who knows? I don't
Yeah,
know. But that's
because
what
the
people are saying.
people where they back him, it's possible because there's not the way that man off he do. As far as say the resources everything day and what about the Abure? That be after Abure do then say you can't say with Abure can't take picture together. So the same thing go see the same playbook. It's just that the NDC, that's why you see say the alerts now don't begin to come out for NDC now to make sure say these people not fit penetrate that NDC. They don't fit, although they not go still fit. Because I don't say the people where the Dixon and all of them, their eye he opened down. So you see even all the candidates now, all of them come so too they double check as all of them they come that they verify then they ask them questions. So I see most of those videos now they will even go still meet the Kwankwan so he go ask the questions where you from, which state who you be. So you see speak to them. I believe everything that they go down because Nigeria cannot afford to make a mistake on this NDC. They can't afford to make any mistakes. So even the PROP, even them themselves now, that simple decision they take, they regret on themselves now. They not say if really as that Akia may come back on the talk say Obi and Kwankwaso approach them first, but the condition where they give they know, then they say they regret that. This is why they not just
No, they are
say
not
come forward.
regretting. No, don't be. Why are you sounding like
They
that?
are,
They're not
they might be
regretting.
regretting it. They might be because for not agreeing. But you see now, say since when NDC, when they enter NDC, you see the influx of the people to that NDC now. So then the serves now because you see the way the MDC now take come all over now. Then when they say now then suppose they like that. So because Peter Obi on his own, Peter Obi is a brown. Anywhere Peter Obi enter, rest assured, say Nigerians now go enter there. They go enter there. So the way everything be now, that NDC now, that gate needs to be controlled. So make these people not send any other people come there. We want to cause confusion through the front gates. So I think the alert is already on now. So everybody now everybody now they at alert. So as for Amechi, before the time go run out, Amechi, the only thing left for Amechi is to go. I see that you know that the talk is there. Make it go support Obi. No, it's not the turn of Amechi now. It's not the turn. And Amechi need to join them rescue that River State from this or that guy hand. Amechi need to join them. I think I even understand now that the people where ADC bring out, they don't fight themselves. The one way Atiku support and one way Amechi support.
For
That
where? For
fight now
River
don't.
State.
For River State, the fights don't they grand now between both of them now. Abi, Amechi support the one way Atiku support, the one way Amechi support. So opposition not supposed to get this kind of rubbish this moment. That's why you see say
Now
I
interest
make a
now.
that's why I said to you the other day say I make an example with the recent Hungary election. That election as well is a case studies. If the opposition leader they get ahead, if they think, if these people they really want the betterment of Nigeria, you see that Hungary, all the opposition leaders, all of them, they step down from that particular one person, which is that guy. Oh yeah, they back up, push on because they want Orban out. So we not go say because that's why I say I go see come again. I go ask myself because what did they happen? Oh, now just the person who just they destroy the country. They go constantly like this. You people cannot say okay now instead of you people to say okay let's come together. This is not who the country wants, but we'll push these people forward. But you guys are not doing that. Rather now that same person now they come they attack. They will not leave the person where they destroy the country. They go. Nobody wants to say anything about them. And this same person, when he not dey power, now they organize protests, everything. They say all sorts of things. They do all sorts of. But now that same person now can't dey power now. The rest of them not fit. Nobody fit. None of the fee come and say make they organize that same protest. And I go ask one question again, Daniel. Where did Bakare, that pastor Bakare, where is he? Because that guy mute Abi, he get what they give up with the problem. You know, say he be even come out once, try to one talk. After he go the villa, come back. Now no hear from that guy again till now. Where is he? Because he was on the front.
That's what my pastor.
Crucifying. He was on the front crucifying because I don't like to throw man to pastors, talk anything about pastors. But that guy was on the front crucifying Jonathan, calling Jonathan names. Where is he? Why is he mute? Why the country? Because even Jonathan time, the country not even be like this. So where is he? If you can answer that, please.
MC, leave my pastor alone. No. Well, he's not my pastor.
They don't leave anybody alone. You see the way the country be now. Everybody, they need to they drag all of them. All of the way bring all of them. They need to they drag all of them now. So don't they leave anybody alone again.
Wait now, you ask me a question. You don't tell you say God tell and say after Buhari, now I'm gonna be the president. So maybe they try to settle in quarrel with God because Buhari don't finish now. Now this person I enter, now Tinubu I enter. So maybe he's the mountain to fast to see whether he hear well or he not hear well. That now what I go talk about that one. Why you go there challenge Bakari. What of bra Papa Gio, where even they closer to God. When you and God they sit down for table, they drink tea. You not talk about that one now. Bakari now you go. You don't look for trouble. You not talk about that one. We go sit down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Me, I don't
talk
really
together.
see. I don't really see that one. That one now. I just really see where they on the front. If not only that way that man take drag Jonathan alone, eh? Hey, so but this kind, but see now, see what they happen to the country now. He tried to talk once. After he go that place, come back. Then no hear that man voice again. Nothing today. Eh?
Well,
So we need to talk. We need to talk.
you see, the thing way you do. Now what you they call Benue song. It don't talk. We go see. We don't. I mean, I don't know how you go answer that question. Say he come out talk. Say after Jonah, God tell him. He put God name. You know go fit deny him, and he never deny him. Say God tell him. Say na him. So I don't know. I don't know which I will talk about that one. I don't know what. But let me just say, Precious. You see, the thing will happen for Askira Uba for Borno State, where they kidnap children. If you see, is a new trend. They are beginning to kidnap women, make where they cook for them. They are beginning to look for nurses, medical people, where
Yes.
they
Yes.
then they are beginning to look for small children. You see the killing will happen recently where they cut off somebody head. You said in this platform that my small children, I do that kind of a thing. So when you get them, they're easy to indoctrinate. You take them when they're young, 1 year, 2 years old people, they begin to indoctrinate them, all that hate against the country. These people hate you, they don't like you. And these people, they grow up with so much hate and passion, and all they know, killing not be, and they kill people in front of them. So it don't mean anything to them. That is a very, very dangerous signal that is emerging.
And one thing where you need to remember, those children, don't forget if you get what they give them, what they drug them. Baby said they're not gonna do what they do. Don't forget. It's possible. Not be their clear eye as well.
Yeah, but indoctrination is bad because they grow up. They are not like elders who can reason. They don't go school. If you take someone at that age, now the thing where you teach them, the thing where you teach them every day, now you know. That's what he sees. That's what he believes.
You know that the mind of children, they like an open slate, a blank slate. Now
Yeah,
anything when you put inside, now they be. So
very dangerous.
And that is why every time, I'm sorry, but that is why reminding me of this now. Every time I always be grateful for waiting my canals they do on ensuring see some children really displeased. They schooled for free of charge on his own bill. When we get politicians where they waste money and see Nigeria don't tire me. So these politicians where they do these things, why do not we channel some of this one? In fact, the government itself, what's be their plan for the people in IDP? What is their plan in returning them to their homes or even making their living condition better? How long they will continue to do for that camp? Okay, the ones who did the camp, you heard what somebody living there came to tell us about healthcare. What are they doing about their healthcare? Understand this anywhere we get clustered living like that, diseases and all that go they spread quick. So what did they do about their healthcare? So it's as if nothing concerns themselves about. I don't understand. Because how is it that you have people who are displaced and they're giving birth there every day? And one, you're not thinking of how you give them proper healthcare. And secondly, it's not even hard. Now, just to deploy, you already get people where they work for health centers and healthcare facilities around. Just deploy staff each day, 2 nurses, 2 doctors. They're going to take turns for those places. It's not just that hard. They're still on the normal salary that you're paying doctors. And then teachers, you don't think of, okay, how we go ensure, say, these people then go to go school. No plan whatsoever. For people that you swore an oath to protect, and for your ineptitude, you're unable to protect them, and they are now living in a shelter. They ran away from their homes. They no longer have means of livelihood because of your own ineptitude. The least you can do is to ensure that at least that basic thing. You see, now Nigerians, not vex, Nigerians way from Nigeria, they go other countries, go seek asylum. Those countries go accommodate them, feed them, take care of the education of their children for free, including their healthcare. But Nigerians in Nigeria go they displaced because of the ineptitude of government, and yet they cannot have security, they cannot have roof over their head, they cannot have education, they cannot have healthcare. How
Yes.
is it that even Nigerians when no they displaced, when no seek asylum, go there abroad? As you day now, if your children they young, they're schooling for free in America, free of charge.
Can I also shock?
The same Nigeria, sorry, not vex. The same Nigeria, for inside Nigeria, where be saying a government fault to when make the children they displaced, yet the children cannot get access to
What are you talking about?
Then
Not
another Oyibo man will get another scheme, then go come your country, come they do
Yes,
free education for them.
not before in
Okay, and then
you
you're coming to campaign that we should vote for you again. Is it Peter Obi now or Atiku or Donald Duke now that should be able to school these people and not you that you're in charge?
Precious,
you know why we are talking about this? A quick one. We should also hold the banks responsible because these banks, you know, say any politicians will come and somebody once said this the other day. Once these politicians they declare they just find out say these politicians they popular and they declare for office, the banks go begin borrow their money.
I
Meanwhile, the businesses that they were supposed to lend those money to develop the society, they will not do that. They will start giving this money
we've
to.
talked about that here, and I don't
So,
tell you before.
the banks themselves should
as a
also
media
be,
entrepreneur,
because every corner now where this corruption they follow come at, we need to shine the torchlights to every one of them. So I make
See why you were
Nigerians say
saying
no.
something, please. Let me let you land your thoughts.
Yeah, I said someone who came all the way, leave the comfort of his country, came here. They help you, they build house. They tell you the inadequacies of government.
By the way, they said they denied him visa to come back. I haven't confirmed that. They said he was in the Nigerian embassy to the US in Atlanta or where it is, and he tried to get visa.
Doesn't make sense.
And they not let him return.
He's mobilizing for funds. He's helping you. Those people where they displace, where they destroy. He's helping you to do the job that you are supposed to do. There is a representative there. You know, there's a senator where they represent those places. There is a federal rep. There is a local government chairman. There is state government. Now, this is someone who taking time. He has other things to do. Come here, you know, sacrifice his life. It's a risk. That place, all those places where they go, is at a risk to himself, to his person. And then he comes here, young man, leaves his family, comes to your country, and begins to help you to address housing problems and various other issues that you failed woefully to address. And instead of you to praise him, just because he's not singing your praise, he becomes a bad person. What kind of country is that? What kind of country is that? But you are ready to go to France. You are ready to go to all those people and they when they do it, when they do, you are ready to go to the Shaguris and so on and they share contract. This is a man who didn't ask you for a kobo. He hasn't asked you for a penny. Let me help you address this problem with my own resources. Let me help you. You see the houses, you see the people. The houses may not look, but it's a house. It's better than some of them. Is better than some of the places where they don't live. There's a house. Why not finish it and make it look good? But you can donate money and spend money anyhow on parties and all those kind of nonsense.
Thank you. See what? Please help me hold your thought. Let me quickly speak to Olu. Olu, good evening and welcome.
Very good, Precious.
Yes,
thank you. Thank you for your platform. I mean, your platform has come at no better time. In that period, that is Shito, like I always say, is undergoing a traumatic experience. That the people there are undergoing a traumatic experience right now with the kind of leadership they have there. But more importantly, what I want to say is that the Nigerians shouldn't throw their eyes off the ball. No matter what happens, you understand? It is good. Get your PVC, get your DAS, get your this. Without a free and fair election, you can't change the leadership in that place. It begins with a free and fair election. Why am I saying this again? Because if the votes don't count, so these guys are determined that no matter what happens, whether you get your PVC, whether you vote or you don't vote, they are determined to rig the numbers, to falsify the numbers. And
so what are you guys going to do about it?
So
you can see the numbers that they've unleashed on their primaries. So what's your plan to do them?
So that is the big question that everybody has to answer. How do we make our vote count? You understand? It's not just telling people to get the PVC, because at the end of the day, when people get this PVC and these votes don't count, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a futile exercise trying to get people to get their PVC every 4 years, knowing fully well that this election will be rigged. And then they tell you to go to court when we know there's no judiciary. The judiciary is all sold out, like every other institution we do in that country.
All right.
So the real crux of the matter, the real issue is, how do we make these votes count?
Now that one now I go talk. Now on a hand it in. Should be now be the party members and the opposition.
I'm not like I always say, I don't belong to any political party. And what I desire is for the country to develop and the people enjoy the many resources that the Lord God
surely you must have some
blessed them with.
recommendation. Surely you must get some recommendation on how we will get a free and fair election, because that's very important. Without that,
so this is so my recommendation is that this is what everybody should be talking about. We want a free and fair election. Our vote must count, or else there will be consequences, or else the country will be made ungovernable for him. Because I mean, it's unfathomable for him to come. I mean, I'm a Yoruba man, and I'm telling you, that guy coming back another 4 years is going to be a complete disaster. You can see what has happened in Oyo State now. That the very people, the very constituent that this guy came from, he doesn't even worry. Showed more loyalty to his own Fulani people than even this rogue. Can you imagine? You understand? So that is what has befallen everybody right now.
Thank you.
You understand?
Thank you so much.
So you're welcome, Precious.
Thank you so much. All right, the flagship. Good evening and welcome. Tiwa, you were saying something before I stopped you. Let me let you finish your thoughts quickly before I let I hear from the flagship. You're muted. You are muted. You are muted. I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. No. I just I think I just rounded up.
Okay.
Just a quick one. To me, I feel say the Yorubas, they fall everybody hand this time around, because Yorubas, I knew them to be intellectuals. You know, when you talk about those days, you talk about those journalism, you talk about those publishing of the, you know, saying that they really can't do all those things and all that. How did they allow this kind of nonsense to take take place to the essence? Or if it be like that, now, so this guy and I can begin to expose the HDT where we not know I'll be waiting. So because I did ask myself the question, because I feel say, because the display when I see today,
All right.
the thing they born, the country is on the
okay. Honorable is
no,
okay.
no.
Honorable is okay. Talking about display, make I just let you know. You see the figures, almost 400,000 I vote for Tinubu for inside across River State. Different numbers for all the states. Adamawa State, Atiku
But
State.
we know all those figures now.
Calm down now, brother, no vex. Calm down. For Adamawa State, 644,149 people voted for him. Now, I'm going to show you guys a video of how the election went and how the votings happened, so that when I go know how it happened. But let me just hear from the flagship first before I do that. I don't know whether I should play the video first or I should hear. By the way, you know that there's a Stanley Osifo that contested alongside President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, right? So that the no go talk say hold primaries, because we do primaries and somebody compete with them, and the person will compete with them fail. So the Stanley Osifo has come out to say that he's not angry he lost, that he will not cause problem. He takes it in the spirit of sportsmanship.
I hear you. I hear you.
So
well, you know what you on that.
I not ever talk say President Tinubu was a consensus candidate.
I don't hear. It's a consensus straight away.
He contested for a free and fair primaries, and he won free and fairly. So before you guys do not say that, he did not win a free and fair election or primaries right now, I beg. What can I not say? So I'll play you that video of Osifo very quickly. Then before we talk to the video of some of the counting will happen, because if I don't play you waiting again, I am not gonna.
Two candidates. One is my candidate, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The other man there, I don't know him.
That's it.
Only in Wakakam. So please, those who came to monitor this election, over to you. You can count.
Don't need to speak on it, just I know. Somebody can. All right, the counting is starting now. Number 1 here. Number 2. 3, 4, 8. 90. 5, 6, 7, 8.
10, 1,000.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. Please, where is the other people?
I'm here with you.
All right, now somebody should take over this counting. 11, 1,011.
1,012, 1,000.
From 11 to 1,012.
1,014, 1,007,100, 1,110, 7,112, 7,113, 7,114, 7,115, 7,116, 7,116,
Because of space, when your count you move.
109, 10,111, 11,101, 11,102, 11,103, 11,104, 11,105, 11,106, 11,107, 11,109, 11,110, 12,101, 12,102, 12,103, 12,104, 12,105, 12,106, 12,107, 12,108, 12,109, 12,120, 12,121, 12,122, 13,100.
That's it. They not reach 1,000 people together. Oh, people wait that line. Oh.
101, 13,102, 13,102, 13,115, 13,120, 13,121, 13,122, 13,124, 13,125, 13,126,
Wait, they won't.
This is a disgrace.
Go. Happy to see you once again. Where's the shot? Okay, go. Where's the shot? Where's the shot? Okay, you haven't counted these people.
And you know the painful thing is that they use the very hungry Nigerians. You see how hungry they when they
If
line
you
up, when they use them to this month. Now vex, make I quickly take this call. Person they on the line, now they come
now
back.
the money where they want put for pocket
Hello,
the
good
day
evening.
after.
Good evening or good morning and welcome.
Yes, good evening. Good evening.
Welcome, please.
I'm trying to call in. I think. Hello.
Yes, please go ahead, ma'am. What's your name and where are you calling from? Can you hear me now? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, I'm calling from Houston, Texas.
You're welcome, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. We have to really sit up because I tell you, all this thing makes my heart. It breaks my heart, really. Yesterday, I don't know, my son called me and said, Mom, why is it that they don't do history in Nigeria? I said, what history? He said that he bumped into history, Nigerian history from 1966. And he told me about it. I went and watched it. I felt so bad. I cried throughout yesterday. I did not step out of my house. I'm above 70. I'm a senior citizen. After watching it, and then since morning I've been watching Precious. Most of your, I've been going from one after the other watching it. Please, I'm seeing 11,200, 13,400. We really have to.
For less than 1,000 people.
Yes, we really have to do something about it. To be honest, I'll be home for the election.
No problem. But I think that this is where the opposition should start. Opposition should actually sue them and sue INEC for this.
Yes, ma'am.
And then run it on tabloids on international communities. Let them see what's going on in Nigeria. What kind of sham of election is this? And then you come out with that the total number of people who vote Tinubu for primaries now 25 million people. How many can remain for Nigeria?
I could not take it. I had to. I've been working. I have problem with my knees. I had to go to the hospital and I had surgery to fix my 2 knees so that I'll be able to face these people and see. I'll be home. Please, wherever you are, all of us should start going home to fight for our country, to fight for our children, to fight for our future.
If Nigerians in the diaspora come back, na madness. So, in fact,
I am coming back.
Okay.
I'm coming back.
You know that they plan to also unleash. People are saying that they plan to unleash insecurity to make sure that you people will not even vote when you come. So I hope you guys
back.
if you can even come with private security self to do them. Any of you that can afford private security, please, so that when they start, when I do them their own, I beg. If you guys in the diaspora can afford private security that you run visas for to come with you for the election, please. This is a fight for our country.
I cry for my country. I cry for my country. Can you imagine? Did you see what they're counting? Jesus Christ. Other countries are watching this. They're looking at us. What kind of people are we?
Oh, well, thank you, ma. Thank you so much. So sorry. Please protect your mental health and your heart.
I'm precious.
Ma?
Open your own life. We all register and sponsor you. I have about 3 or 4 people I watched. I watched Precious. I watched Mayeku. I watched Don't answer. Please, you should register. We put money for you all to. I am an old lady. I don't have to bother my life, but I'm fighting for my children and my grandkids. I'm about 70. We have to wake up. We all have to wake up. Please.
Thank you, ma'am.
Wherever you are, we all should start going home in January. December, January, we have to go home and fight it out.
Thank you, ma'am.
What is happening in my country?
Thank you, ma'am.
This is terrible. It's so shameful.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Before flagship comes in, why do you think that is in Igbo land that they are seeing this kind of numbers?
No, this happened across board, not just in Igbo land, please.
Okay, a quick one. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
Just MC now. If somebody is talking, just kindly give them a break. Let them finish.
Okay, sorry. I don't because of the time. I think say don't finish. Sorry.
No. I never finished. Flagship just joined. Another person they will still talk, so they never finish, and I still get calls when they come in.
The question,
on each other.
A question I did ask: why is this happening in Igbo land? Why?
It is not only in Igbo land. It happened in most of the places.
But why? Why should it happen?
Why should it not happen in Igbo land if it's happening?
Can I respond?
Are there no Igbo brothers that are supporting the status quo? Go ahead and respond, please.
Okay, so what I wanted to say is that it's a disgrace when you have that. You see that House of Rep, whether Kalu Kalu was the one standing there. Is the one number one. Is the one even. Is the one that led that criminal act. Go for it. You could see the disgrace because that guy has a very funny character. You see, even the electoral act, what he did in the electoral act, the same thing now. He repeated it in the open, where everybody is gathering. You could even see the people. You could that could tell you that those people are they are pay crowd. They just gather. They come. Not worry, we'll give you something. You could see the control. It's like they control them. It's clear. So I think I also heard that today one of them also withdraw for the governorship race as well. It would withdraw from the governorship race. So
Who withdraw?
the one of the Kanu brothers we want contest for the under the APC. They say he withdraw.
Okay.
He withdraw something Kanu. Well, I don't forget the name again, the first name.
No
But
problem.
now
No
that's the
problem.
Kanu
I
in the
want
play.
you to wrap up quick so that others go quickly talk.
Yeah,
Somebody's
they can go ahead. Yeah, they
All
can
right,
go ahead.
thank you. Good evening and welcome, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, thank you, my dear sister. I really appreciate you guys, even though my brother T.Y. Danjuma from London.
That name don't stick. That name don't stick. Nothing go come out. Now T.Y. Danjuma. Whether you like him or not.
You know, now you give about that. Be really name be that. I mean, like you just give.
Welcome. My name. You can check in passport.
Anyway,
you see. Anytime you come in Nigeria, DSS go hold am. T.Y. Danjuma.
My dear, honestly, you know, we are from Nigeria and we live in diaspora. When we watch what is going in Nigeria, if you see the way these people look at us as a Nigerian, we are like nothing. Our politicians has make us, we don't even have even though shame to come out to talk, say we are from Nigeria. I must be honest with you guys. Look at what is going on. This man called Tinubu, this man, I don't think this man has a life will remain in him. He has no sympathy. He has no human feelings. Are you getting my point? No. Madam, don't say that. I know what I'm talking about. If you guys notice what is going on there, you guys that are smiling self will not smile. Nigeria is gone. There is nothing has left. This man is the worst. People doesn't understand. They are not reading the handwriting of the wall. All this man does just to borrow money and they squander it. That is all. There is nothing anybody will tell me. I know what I'm talking about. You get my point? Nigeria is in a very big mess, and nobody will rescue us. Now we will rescue ourselves. They are playing us. They think we are just jokers. Look at what they are counting. Numbers they are counting. If this one is play in the show. Like people that talk say they play in the show. Look at it. What is playing? They don't care. Everybody is witnessing it. They are recording it. Nothing will happen. What are you gonna do? If you do anything, DSS, military will arrest you. Is that a country? But all I want to tell Nigerians, we should not relent our effort. We must come out and speak with one voice. The only thing that is making me upset is these Yoruba people that don't know why their tribalism is too much. Because Tinubu is a Yoruba man, so everybody should die in that country. Because
Yoruba people know.
I know what Precious. I know what I'm talking about. I'm just telling you.
Yoruba people. I'm not gonna let you talk this thing through. See, is it not Igbo people that are doing this? Is it not Igbo? Benjamin Kano, where is he from?
No.
Where is he from? No, don't do that. Oga, don't do that. There are also Yoruba people. Oga, there are Yoruba people who are fighting for your brother Peter B too. Who are fighting for him?
I know.
So don't talk like that.
Anywhere believers, that is what I call them. Benjamin Ekalo, Ojus Okalo, all of them are Sabos. We know them. We Igbos know them as anywhere believers. They don't want anything good to come for Igbo people. That's why they are supporting only for their stomach.
All right, thank you.
So please, I'm gonna withdraw the one upstairs. The Yoruba. Okay, withdraw that one.
Thank you, sir.
But we must speak with one voice. We know that Tinubu is not ruling Nigeria very properly. We are in a danger zone. We must rescue our country. We love Nigeria. I've been living in overseas for more than 20 years. But still, we cannot leave Nigerians, all of them, to go in a drainage. No. That is my stand.
Thank you.
God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. The flagship you're here, and I'd like you to say something. But before you do so, let me show you the acceptance speech of Tinubu's opponents?
As a party man and as a member of a front, I don't have to fight my party, and I will never do that, irrespective of whatever it is that is the outcome of our electoral processes and the primaries. I have to abide with the party. So I don't see me, no matter whatever it is, I don't see anything that will make me do things that are inimical to my party or be pushed. You know, there are some actions, certain actions people will take. They just want to get you upset, get you angry, to do certain things against your party that you belong to. I cherish my party so much. So I would never allow anyone to push me to do anything against my party.
Okay, so I don't see him. I seen TikTok so you don't accept the speech. But Mecca, the flagship, sir. Good evening and welcome. Go ahead, please.
Good evening, Precious. How you doing?
I see there inside the day, my brother, and I don't keep me awake now. One don't knock past. I still there. That's one I keep me every day.
I know. But I say now this night jolly night the sweet pass from.
You know the sweet though, because I dey look for my daily bread in the afternoon, so I don't go feel let on a talk affect my daily bread. I don't go feel pay bills. So I use daytime find the daily bread this evening. Donna.
No vex. Okay. And like you tell Dr. Catch all the time, your reward the day heaven and earth too.
Thank you, sir. And these are figure male virgins.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I talk this counting videos when you the show. So
okay, sir.
I say, you know, this would have been a good place to put that Mama P, President Jonathan's wife.
There is God, though.
There is God, oh.
Oh my God. But you know, this may not be entirely as funny as you think it is, because these are the figures that they would brandish during the 2027 election.
But you know what?
See the primaries. For inside Abia State, 500,000 people vote for him. Now making win Abia State. You guys don't understand what's going on.
Precious, you see, this is where I say that bad education, when we get for Nigeria, now they cause this whole problem. And believe you me, you may not agree, but believe you me, the educational system in Nigeria has been not only corrupted, but bad since 40 years ago, maybe more. All the graduates when we get from our tertiary institutions, unfortunately, many, not all, many, I take the all back. The majority now have big graduate. Not that they are not good. It's not that they are not intelligent. It's not that they are not academic materials or they are not fit to go to school. It's just that they how to explain that? Maybe like you charge their brains up, charge them up well. You not put anything inside. That's what happens for the 3 years, 4 years, 5 and 6 years of being in school. And when they come out, and the result now with the see so. With the things in only history when they take them off from our curriculum now, be the bad thing when they affect us. But it's been long that they planned this thing. And look at the result. Now you they complain, say these people they can't like this. What about your professors, your vice chancellors, who in 2023 at the Coalition Center could not even read numbers? You saw it. They couldn't read it. Let's go to your Senate president, who could not read the figures in front of him. 6 billion.
Oh, you know that some numbers can be too big to cut.
Come on now. The money too big, the number too big that it confuse them. What about the man, that guy for Edo State, when he see number, he begin to sweat black sweat? Do like person when they toilet, they try to pass out caca and they defeat the governor of the state. So the educational system there is bad. You see, it's not only that we go read book, cram everything, put her inside head, and then spit them out for exam, and you collect certificate, and you come out a smart person. But the question is, did it go through you? What kind of education now would they get? we expect to maybe the West begin to look at these videos. They look at us like jokes. In fact, jokers are better.
So what are
than
you
us.
people
That's why
doing about it? You see, that's the
they're not
question. We'll not just
reporting.
be ranting. What are you people doing about it? How are you sending these videos now to CNN, BBC, and the rest of them? Let them mark it that this is the
They will
primaries
not
election.
air it, Precious.
Okay. Then we are where we are. We are where we are. Because I mean, we should be able to what do we call it? Ensure that we talk about this. Oga Flagship, be there? I think his network. Flagship, are you there, sir? Okay, so if he's not there, let me take on you, Lazy View. Abi, Lazy View. Sorry, Lazy View, are you there?
You hear me?
So what happened to your network? So I
don't
said
know,
that we should be able to amplify these things. Why are we not amplifying it?
You know why? Because the CNN correspondents were in Nigeria. The Fox and MSNBC, ABC, and the rest of them when get their field officers or affiliates from Nigeria. Now them, now I'm not supposed to send these things to. The ones when they here not get time for that. Even if you send them to them, they're not going to broadcast them. Because, again, it's a joke. So we're not going to find those ones when they ground with una there. And una know them. They're inside Nigeria. Ask them. Why they not send them to their headquarters? Make them broadcast them. At least put them for CNN International. Make them see how Nigerians they count. How you go from 100 to from 1 to 10 to
because
100.
if this whole sham of APC primaries no make international headlines, that is exactly the result they will brandish for you guys in 2027 election, and you won't be able to do anything about it. And that is why I said that. Why are you guys not doing anything about it? You guys should be able to escalate it. Escalate it any way you can.
But with the escalator, by the time your president send $9 million from there, come here, say, forget that thing, what they talk about, not be true. Or will they bring and come here, but he gets stooges around here when they say, oh, that's not correct. Now, AI video or audio, now you listen to. Well, how much can you push it? Now, the correspondents then when they Nigeria there, when we say if the CNN in Atlanta or America, the Fox News in America, if their correspondents there send out to them, say, see what they go on here, they are more likely to respond to that than an individual here when they send out, go there, go meet them. Because by the time we send them from here, go meet them, they will first try to reach out to their correspondents. That's if they get time. There are more other international news when they take their time and screens here that they pay attention to than an individual, a group of people here calling them to say, hey, look at this video from Nigeria. There's a sham election going on. So now those when they ground there and they have them. Now then I suppose they report them to them and make sure that they broadcast it. I go end with this. I have a question, Precious. You know, there's this show when they do one time for Nigeria. I hear say they take the attention of Nigerians a lot. And when it started, they be like this football.
They come back again. It's coming back again. They're doing it now. They will soon start.
What was it called? What's the show called?
The Big Brother Nigeria.
Yes. So how do they do their voting that it counts? Which system did they use?
Now SMS. They do SMS, they do for their websites.
And it works, right? It works.
And Deloitte verifies it. That is Deloitte. They verify them.
So why are we not considering these technologies rather than these agberos and crooks when they put for ground to go count for them? Is it not a shame to find out that for an entertainment show, you can nationwide collect votes, tabulate them, and bring a result out? But for your own election, you can't do it. The banking system is there. They know there are many ways to conduct this election where you will get very few interference from anybody if they want to rig it. So if Big Brother can do that, if those other voting shows or those Bet Nigeria show, one of they hear them every day, they talk about, they can call in, they can verify them, they can do whatever they want to do, get their money, make their bets. If it works, why is it not being done in the electoral practice? These are things when they're supposed to confront INEC with. These people are using these things for their TV shows and programs. Why can't it be used?
You they even talk, Seb, Nigerian Bar Association do their voting electronically. Thank you. Have you landed your thoughts?
I don't land my thought, my sister.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let me quickly take this caller. Hello, good evening and welcome. Daniel.
Hello, good evening, Precious.
Daniel, you're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. I want to
but please help me mute yourself until you're ready to talk, please. Thank you. So go ahead, please.
Yes, I want to talk about this issue.
Hello.
Suggesting that.
Please help me mute yourself until you're called to talk, please, sir. All right, just go ahead, Daniel, please.
If we Nigerians we are waiting for people to come and help us or let them report some of all these things that are going on in Nigeria on CNN and all these channels, it will never come until we reach a point that we now know that daily they are kidnapping about 200. Daily we are losing about 40-something soldiers. Daily.
Wow.
A lot of our economy is going down. Daily, we are having bad news. Daily, the future of the country is becoming gleam because each and every strategic location, these people are there. The country know that they are dead. People will go, all the governors that are there, and they are not doing anything. Until we reach that point, we'll never know. Look at the Bolos brothers family. They will never allow Trump to intervene in Nigeria as far as this APC government is still in power. And one thing we should know is that the day maybe whatever spirit in which is guiding APC decide that Nuhu Ribadu should become the president of Nigeria in 2031 as they are planning everything, God should not allow us to see that day. So we thinking that, okay, CNN, all those media, we should prepare our mind. It reached a point, a man should be ready to die. Not only the people in the war front that should be fighting and ready to die, the citizens should also be ready to die. That, oh, I'm ready to defend my country. That day, you now know that the whole country will be prepared. A lot of people will run and leave this country. Because a lot of people, is it the two Indian brothers that are holding Akwa Ibom, oil and gas and all those things to ransom? A lot of assets in the country is being divided to a lot of big families in the world, not even Nigerians. And there are a lot of Nigerians that are protecting them. So it's not something that we should just be talking again. It should be something that we should say, okay, I'm ready to sacrifice, or I'm ready to do all I can. I'm ready to investigate the truth, because the truth is so glaring. It's there. It's out there. If only people can also, but it's just that they will still trace you, and the next thing they want to broadcast you or to trap you down. But a lot is happening in the country. This 2027, I promise you, if we put our hope on Donald Trump, we are gone.
Yeah.
Because he can't do anything.
Thank you.
A lot of people already tied his hands.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. A Lake View. Abi, Lazy View, let me take your thought before I go to
I mean the talk.
No, be you go talk. You come last. Now you be the last member. No vex. Now Lazy View.
PP.
All right, Lazy View, please go ahead. Let's take your thoughts. Are you there? Abi, you want to say your position for
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Oh,
Go
good.
ahead, please.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the work you are doing.
Thank you, sir.
Co-host. Basically, I think they have said it, especially those callers and other persons on the panel. is becoming a big issue we are facing in our country. And the way forward is where we don't know for now. And the election of 2027 is something that we must pay attention to as an individual, as people, because the era of us blaming the foreigners again as the cause of our problem is over. We Nigerians should be able to take this as a responsibility to better our society. Because somebody just mentioned now, like he mentioned the situation we face in our country, how they remove history in our curriculum, and these have become like a common things like we hear every day by day. But based on what Flash said, people are not even concerned about the structure of our educational system, like the curriculum, how people that are graduating from this system, how we are not, meeting up with the global standard. Why am I saying all of this? Not that we are not brilliant, not that we are not intelligent, because of how the system is designed. And this should be part of those things which we are calling for. Having said that, in the last election, the major complaint was not the beavers, to be said, is the glitch they talked about. And I believe, we all know, according to the report, the INEC, Nigeria Electoral Commission, whatever they are called, they use Amazon as their backup, as their cloud for this election, which they did in 2023. As educated as we Nigerians, whether both home and abroad, up to date, they have not told us what happened, how it happened. At least many of us are aware how all the system work. If there is one issue in one region, definitely another region will trigger, will come up. So that excuses of them telling there was a glitch, they did not tell us which of the services went down. Is it one region that was done or something like that? No information regarding that. And we are going again into 2027 general election with the same mindset. The question now is, who appoints these INEC officials? They are the same people in power. Who are those working at the back end? They are the same people in power. They might not even come up with a glitch or whatever. It might be another thing. Slow server, whereby you're trying to send, it's not going. Once it's 2 o'clock, they close down. And when it happened across all the voting center and all of that, remember, one of the way for this APC, for them to win this election, is when there is a voter apathy, which they have always backed on ever since. So we Nigeria should ask questions. We should know before now, rather before 2023, can we go and test for this fault tolerance? Can we test it like using maybe whatever data we can use to send it to know if the system is functioning well? How is the architecture like? If it's something that has to do with security, at least there are some persons that are also privy to that. Maybe the opposition should go there and see, okay, this is the architecture. At least there be transparency in the system. Whether we like it or not, they are still going to leverage on the system in transmitting. And the database that this thing is going to use, we still need to know, because I'm charging the opposition now. Let's test this system before election, not even before election day, at least 6 months to, or even 3 months to. It should be like 3 months to 2 months interval testing. At least we all have idea of how this system works. I believe one of the closest regions to Nigeria is South Africa. And let's see how many of those regions or things that is not working there. We can even send people to go and check their data center. This is what happened in 2023. And the opposition are not even saying anything regarding these aspects. Because I don't want to go into details, because we are not in a tech class right now. But it's simple. In 2023, they said there was a glitch. I don't know if it was the load balancer or whatever thing that went down. or one of the region went down. We don't know. But the point here is this: going into 2027 general election, can the opposition test this thing? Can at least give Nigeria updates, feedback, how the system is currently operating? Is there any issue with it? That is one thing we Nigeria need to keep pushing, because this current government, the one that appoint INEC, they are the one working on the back end.
Thank you.
So
thank you so much. You've spoken very well, and that's why I keep saying that the opposition need to do more. They need to do more. Thank you so much. What about my brother?
Oh, Pipi, Rugam Naka. You don't reach me.
Hi, Bara. Sorry. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening, panelists. They greet to now. TY, I hear you and the rest. I beg, I will get what I want to talk, because I know you guys gonna pardon me with the broken, because English it be like say the thing they had me to speak.
Now so it be me and you, my brother. We'll not go school finish.
The thing they had, even there, where I did now, they talk. Now sign language they use to talk to them, but that one, by the way, I beg go TY this question. Now you, I want to throw this question to. This their judgment where they bring from within the column for youth party, where they say they don't extend the primary. I be waiting the talk. Now real be that judgment. I beg if you explain them to me, because as I they see them, the thing can be like saying set up for the opposition, make them miss the deadline, right? Because yesterday it be like say one of the youth party guy go interview for Arise. So he say no be them, nothing concern them, concern the suit before the judgment. You know, concern who do that, no be their party. So, and if you look at the thing Conde, it be like say they want to use them distract the opposition, may they miss their deadline where they give them. I don't know how you see them, my brother.
Okay, I listened to a former INEC staff at the director of I think media communication, some guy from Edo State. I think is he forgotten his name? Is he young or something? I can't remember. But he's no longer on working in INEC. He was saying that that two areas that judgment affected. One, the constriction of the time allowed for primaries, and then the second one, what was it? But it has to do with the party. So from his explanation, he was saying that the Constitution is silent on that, the electoral law.
For the timetable.
Yes. No. Apart from giving them a time frame of, I think 100, I think there's a specification, for the electoral law, during which the political parties can conduct, their primaries and so on and so forth. So, but what he's saying is that this specific this thing policy where INEC take. Okay, sorry. That the National Assembly has no right to amend that constitution without going through the due process of constitutional amendment. They didn't do that. They just gathered together and quickly just put up something. So he is saying that the thing where they do is wrong. That's what the man was saying, that constitutionally speaking, the procedure for arriving at that decision, whatever it is, was very, very wrong. It was more political then it was not done because we didn't do the consultation. You know, usually when they want to bring out constitutional issues, they go around the country. You know, see geographical zones, consult people. You know, experts, professionals, and so on and so forth. They will bring their opinion. They go debate them, and then they go agree. And based on within they don't agree, then they go they go now come back because they are representing the people. But that process was not. They didn't do that. Basically, it was to suit the interests of a particular party. So the court looked at it and then nullified it and said, no, this is against the constitution. Okay? So, but INEC is empowered, you know, INEC by itself is empowered to handle the electoral process. You know, the law allows them. You know. So the blame is not really on INEC. INEC was just doing, you know, what you know, they had them, you know, the assembly had asked, you know, had passed the law that they had passed.
Yeah,
So
you know, sorry to you. I will cut you off now, please. Just one moment. Let me just chip this in. You know, right? This judgment from which court? Tinubu court or the Wike court?
It's a federal high court.
Yeah, federal high court, because you know what this means? They set aside the timetable, right? And that timetable where they set aside, if to say INEC never say anything since this judgment come. They never say whether they go appeal them or no. And
INEC is studying it. It looks like they will appeal it. INEC is studying it because you don't throw spanner for the whole process of you know, the election program, the electoral program. You don't put trouble for them because it now means if they're calculating that by so time this is going to be their timetable. Now they have said go back to the same old process. It's confusion.
Yeah, it's confusion, but what I meant, if it's possible for the opposition, you know, the timetable where INEC gives them, the last one where they give, I think, 30th of May or something like that, they should conclude their thing and continue, you know, going for this process, because at the end of it, this court where Nigeria get now, they feel come and say, okay, we, you know, appeal, we nullify the High Court, and then they go Supreme Court again, and that one we say, okay, let's start with the, you know, just where make we stick with the appeal court. So for them not to just, for me, I think it would be nice that they do not even listen to this and just follow the guideline INEC give them, even though it's not the right thing, but they should follow it and conclude what they are doing. At the same time, waiting for the appeal court, what they will say about this, if INEC appeal it. You know, that's what I think. If somebody can tell opposition, maybe they no wait for anything about that, the court, because there's no court in Nigeria. Now, Tinubu court and Wike court, this one where then they build house for them. You know, they feel use this thing just to cause confusion everywhere, where they just don't cause now. If people think saying that to September they get to deadline to go before they go submit their candidates, you go here, and one day these guys go come out and say, na 30th to that one we the court don't nullify that one. So na 30th. So if you don't submit your own, you don't miss and be that too.
Yes, I agree with you. That's why Professor Amadi is warning that don't listen to these people. You see, the people who cause this confusion, the National Assembly. That is why you have to send them packing. Now then cause this confusion. So you can see the whole problem we will get for the system. The court is the problem.
The court is the problem, exactly.
The APC is a problem. So the whole system is just. I don't know what
I don't know how I don't know how Nigerians still trust court, still trust judges or this judge and lawyers in Nigeria. I don't know how they still trust these guys. You know, look at the youth party. Say somebody from youth party come for a Rise Television and interview, and they asking him. He say he don't even know about their party. Don't know anything about it. He may be somebody, somebody na go shop the thing. How is it possible? It's confusion everywhere. If opposition, NDC, I be waiting to record them, make them not listen to these people, conclude their primary for 30th or with date where INEC don't set already, give them. Then if they want to chase this case, make them just they chase them. If anything, if it come out positive, then they feel amend. But if they just listen to these guys and wait till September, you go hear them say they miss the deadline and now waiting the trap where they said them be that. So
let me tell you what I feel. You see, the confusion where they don't create now. If somebody now goes to NDC and say, I want to run for primaries for president, NDC say, no, we have closed this thing. Then the person goes to court.
Court problem, not the thing. Now exactly, see why you there, now wait.
Because the case they caught, NDC will put everything. We remove you, or you know the kind of thing that they could do. So
now the thing, now this, now waiting Tinubu, now waiting this guy. Wait somebody here. Been waiting be this guy named Deji. We say this guy they rule Nigeria like mafia. Now we all the strategy be that too. The master strategy. Now all these funny strategy. Now him be that too. So opposition should not listen to these guys. Made them submit their name, say their name don't fool. Because this thing where you talk now, now another plan, another angle they will feel strike the opposition because they don't have any other option than create this confusion. This judgment now full-time confusion. Not anything real.
But we have noted that since here, and we've said it. Basically, the judgment is against the INEC timetable. We give very tight deadline for political parties to submit their voter registers, to do their primaries and all of those issues. It is too tight. However, we get problem for hand now already. Remember I said earlier on the show that Ganduje's son has now joined NDC and has picked up a House of Rep form in NDC, Kano State, as against his father's party, the APC. And why not join ADC? Why the NDC? And why the leadership of the NDC and the Kwankwasia movement alarmed to join the NDC? And I hope say you no go use that one now bring problem for the party.
No, the problem now in the warm up.
This one at the state level, na state election in the court. So anything will go happen now within the states, there it go affect. You know, go affect the national. So I agree with you. They need to be careful. For me, I think that the wise and political thing to do now for anybody will be say they are aggrieved with the APC instead of them to join, or instead of the NDC to allow them to join, we'll tell them that we'll put you on hold. We cannot let you contest under us.
Exactly.
But we can promise you that if you can support us to win election, we will give you minister. We will give you this one. Do you understand? You can use
it makes sense. It makes sense.
And tell them that, so bring your might, support us. If you help us win, see position. You go ahead to also parastata. You go do this one. I don't know whether you like me, whether you like it or not. This one will be, they say, politics not be transactional. Politics is transactional everywhere in the world. If you're not ready to do transactional politics, then don't even bother to enter politics. At some point, Obi would have to also tell the Western world, oh yeah, now how far? Support me. This is what I will give to you. Because whether you like it or not, everybody, they protect their interest. Trump will not spend US hard taxpayers' money to come and defend him or do anything if he be say he no know what's in the gain inside. Somehow you guys will have to pay for it.
Don't judge Obi for that, because if Obi say we know they give shishi, Obi spend a lot of money.
Maybe that kind of shisha they talk. And when I mean transactional,
but he
something
spend,
like
Obi,
this, that if I support you,
but
we get a position, we get something, do you get? So those are the things.
Yeah, he did that when he was in labor. He spent a lot of money. in labor about this process. You know, who people who go work for him and people who go support him. Obi spend a lot of money, his own money.
You
Then
don't
from
even
with the
understand
money,
my point.
people.
I'm not talking about money here. Whether you like it or not, the system is so corrupt and decay. And in fact, the corruption in Nigeria not be just a corruption of people for government alone. Individuals, almost practically everyone. Do you understand? So there's actually nobody Obi will work with that is not corrupt. But it befalls him now in responsibility as a leader to lead by example and then prosecute people where be say go fall for that corruption and go do rubbish. Do you understand? So that is to say that including these corrupt people who they talk about now, he needs to work with them.
He have to.
So he has to work with them. But then at the example when he go set, when they go no say he cannot do anyhow, because if you do anyhow for inside this government, you go see anyhow. So them said they go cut their long throats, but they're enjoying that position. I don't know if you get my point. So saying that because such a person is corrupt, I cannot work with him may be totally impossible because almost everybody now, great percentage of Nigerians, that's the mindset. Unfortunately,
they don't corrupt though.
So now him go come begin change that mindset. But you need to work with people. Only you know go be president, be governor, be minister. You can't be everywhere. You need to trust people at some point. And that's the way they trust. Get they corrupt. Whether you like them or not, they cannot be you. You can't replicate yourself. But now the example where you go lead with, now you go help them to begin change their ways because you go hold them accountable.
Corruption everywhere. No, say corruption. The whole corruption there in their government.
I agree.
Even
so
in
the thing
UK,
is about putting a system in place.
There.
Once in come and put a system to checkmate people, then go behave. So the best thing to do is to use those things to promise people that this is what I'll do, this is what I'll do for you and all that, instead of allowing them to join the party. I thought I should just drop that. Go ahead, sir.
All right, no problem. I think I might allow somebody else to talk about. Now that thing where I want pinpoint to, because I can't look that judgment like saying distraction, proper distraction and confusion they create. You know, and as these guys they talk say no be them go sue, they go court for that thing. If it be true, say no be them. You know, judge just go bring this thing, make it bring that judgment, make they just confuse everybody. So if you know go submit your own primary at the deadline of 30th of May, that one na your business. Because appeal court go cancel that high court judgment for sure. Now big trap where they take said them, na big trap. And if you catch them for this one.
I'm sure they know that already. They should be wiser now. If me and you want to be politicians, they know them, they no go know them.
You don't know now. Sometimes they think say all these their Oyibo grammar when they blow. They think say we know they blow grammar. We don't know anything. Now street these guys they run them. Tinubu they run Nigeria with street level. You know. So if you dey street, you go they understand the way, the level, the man, the strategy, the man they use. Now real street level where you use they run Nigeria.
Thank you.
Plan will okay. I make another person talk.
What make we close church? You don't do 3 hours plus, and I won't kill me. You don't do. Make another person talk. Let us hold our peace. Except you just want to have a parting shot. So let me just let everyone have a parting shot before we leave. The flagship, you're here. Good evening. Let's have MC. Let me have you. You don't say where you talk. Let's have your parting shot, MC, before you leave.
Okay, you say you want close now, Abi? You want close church?
I say goodbyes to people now.
Okay. You know, for me, the only thing I go add now is that my concern are the Nigerians, because what I see today, it surprised me. So, you know, 100, 1,000, 2,000, it surprised me because I don't believe say these same people with the situation of the country, the people will still come out like that, go stand for queue because of little change on one collect on they sell on a future. So I hope they just made the do one since now internal party or whatever. They just want do up to collect something then maybe, because when you see all of them, you know say that one na pay crowd. Na crowd will be say they control. The cost, they control them, they control, so they not get voice, they not get their own decision on their own. So, but it's a disgrace though that a House of Representative, it's not be number six, it's not be number six of the country. He had the catch for that kind of thing. They there. Now he did number one when they do those rubbish. So it's questionable. So Nigerians will continue to for Nigerians. I just pray that you guys it should not be too late. You guys should wake up, start demanding for what belongs to you. So demand for it, and surely you will get it. So you cannot continue to die in silence. It's time for you to stand up and start demanding for what belongs to you. So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Your flagship. Let me take your pattern shot. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Precious. I know say you won't close church as it be so.
I just close. I don't try now. 3 hours plus.
But I just want to push back a little bit on something when you say just now, and I could use that as my parting shot. You don't need to respond if you don't want to. The response when you give to the gentleman when he called just now, I disagree kind of with what you talk. Say these corrupt individuals when he did the system so that Peter Obi, if he eventually makes it to that place, the seat of presidency, say he has to work with them. I mean, don't you think that if these, in fact, my first question or pushback now, do these corrupt individuals still have to be in the system? Must they be there? Do they, if they have to be in the system and have to be worked with by Peter Obi, then it's going to be business as usual because
don't before you finish talking, make I ask you one question. Show me one person when they corrupt, one politician when they corrupt on Nigeria.
Well, they're not that.
Name 10.
Wait now.
So let me know who are the people that would occupy the different positions.
Hold on. Ghana was in the same situation we're in now a couple of years ago. JJ Rawlings showed us a good example of how not to work with corrupt. If you really want to clean the system, China used to be very corrupt. As me and you to talk, so you don't get who it be.
So you want make Obi lock everybody up, kill them. So that we will get rid of the corrupt ones.
Obi get brain for head. He know what to do if you want to deal with this monster because it is stare us at the face. Yes, there is corruption everywhere, but the level of corruption when they Nigeria, so he get many horns. And if you not tackle them, not be, you know, they understand diplomacy as it is right now. Believe it or not. So if China would sentence to death its ministers, its billionaires who are found corrupt, if Vietnam go do the same a couple of months ago, and a couple of these Asian countries are showing us examples. What is the difference in Africa that we think that these guys are so powerful that we have to work with them? There are ways to show them the doors and the windows out of Nigeria. The more we keep doing this, the more we remain in the same situation. Obi's hands will be tied, or whoever comes in there, their hands will be tied. You want really clean shop, you got to sweep everything out to get all the cockroaches out of that place. If not, you really will not be able to do anything. Now, my parting shot be that I think that we don't have to condone this. Because the more we do and think that these guys are more powerful, we give them the name cabal. Now then they rule Nigeria. Whoever is the president is just a figurehead. So I think we really need to look at the more stringent measures. And that's why I asked Dr. Katz the other day, and he made a comment, which gave me really, I think about him a lot. He said, Obi has a strategy and he would confront the cabals or those who are there now that are making Nigeria difficult. I really want to see that happen because that's the only way when we get ourselves out of this. If not, it's going to be business as usual.
I see. You don't get my points. You don't understand what's going on in Nigeria. I'm sorry to say that I'm telling you this. You don't understand the level of corruption. It is very bad. I'm coming, sir. To the common man in Nigeria. You understand? Where it be say the poorest, I don't know how to explain it. Why it takes things so we don't reach the level of get association of Yahoo mothers? It isn't a joke.
They are not that bad. Precious, they are not that bad.
Point I'm saying, the point I'm trying to make is that it will be impossible. It will be impossible for any clean person to work in Nigeria as a president without having to work with people who are also corrupt. It is the example the person lives. So why push them away?
Precious, if you want clean Nigeria up,
You can decide to work with them on your own terms and conditions.
But they don't
if
understand. They understand your
you never
terms.
even start. Calm down.
No,
Now,
look at
as
Nigeria.
the president, if you come in, you put in a system in place. A system will go hold them accountable.
How
and
you
once
want
they
to
miss
put
that
them
system,
in
the
place?
system will hold them accountable.
No, how you want to put
it's
them
not
in
you
place?
anymore.
How you want to put them in place when the strong man they there, they tell you, say, before you do anything, it has to come through me. And you won't put a system in place when you go check them.
And then in that case, let's allow Tinubu to be ruling us now, since we're okay with it like that, because there's no change that will be effective.
Look, you need to get them out. You get one Bible verse when I hear always when Jesus talks, he said, before you go inside strong man house, go carry things, come on. You go first get to tie the hand and leg of the strong man. You go bind them first before you feel remove anything. If not, you will not be successful in doing this. So to think that whoever these corrupt individuals or those when they peddle this corruption in our country, we are at their mercy then. That means Obi is going to go there and will not achieve anything. You might as well agree with those who they say in the talk, say in 4 years, he will clean up Nigeria or at least start up something. You might as well agree with them when they disagree with Obi.
I'm actually speaking from the point of view. I'm actually speaking from the point of view where Obi said that if the top is not corrupt, it will trickle down. That's the point. That's why I'm telling you that.
But
if he employs this, you need to understand what they talk, and I'm surprised that you're arguing with me over this. I'm sorry, sir.
No, you know why?
It's not impossible. It's like you, a father in the house. You get picking where don't pick your money before, or you get picking where don't do bad thing before. You discipline and then show me, or you get system in place to discipline that picking, show that picking the right thing to do. Tell me that child will do it again. It's simple.
No, maybe Papa.
Or excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say. Or you bring your sister Pekin to come live with you for your house. That one, they get the style where they do. Maybe your sister Pekin, maybe if you're from come, they do anyhow there. But as it come into your house, it go just blend with the system.
Precious,
because there's already a system working for you.
Who will be the Papa for Nigeria? That's what we're talking about. It's
you
not
don't
the
get
president.
my point. I said Obi had said that if the head is not corrupt, the rest will learn. Meaning that as he enter power, he begin lead by example. And let me tell you something. The entire Nigeria, they work with the body language of person with the power. Example, when Jonathan a president, the whole of Abuja was like a south-south zone. Now there you begin see Ijo kitchen, so Calabar kitchen, or all those kind of kitchen will begin crop up for inside Abuja. Do you understand me? Jonathan Komot, Buhari enter. He was an Hausanized Abuja. In fact, everybody begin with Agbada and Buhari. Do you know that? Now, South, when Jonathan day, now EBC people begin so senators. You're not surprised the senator, they run again. Jonathan people begin so senator. They were senator. Now, Tinubu day now. What's in the rain now? Amala joints don't for plenty places for Abuja. People don't they wear Tinubu cap, Agbada, and also they call them Yoruba attire, Yoruba cap. So the weakest of the wear Yoruba cap. Akpabio too. It is the norm. It is the body language of the person in power that they follow. That's the point I'm making. Why it isn't they sing on your mandate anyway? They realize that when they sing at the sing is sweet, they make Babade like say they give them some sort of joy or erection. Sorry, joy. So the thing they sweet them. So as they sweet them, as they sing them, everybody they sing them.
This woman,
You did not.
You understand? It was a slip of tongue. So so as they see that a National Assembly come big, they go give her now. Even George's Council, George's Summit, then give her to Ram. So it is the body language of the. Now tell me that a Peter Obi, with whom you know him to be, will be in power, and they can't say on your mandate, Peter Obi, we shall stand. Peter Obi, you can't do that now because immediately go tell you don't do that again. I don't know if you get my point. So that is what I'm trying to say. So because who do you think is the saint you're working with? Organize, don't come make a go sleep.
I understand, Precious. I understand. But the point I'm trying to make is this. You said, and the one that get me with this, that Obi has to work with these corrupt individuals in order to do any work in Nigeria. And that's where I'm finding it difficult to accept that he has to work with them or he get to show them the way out. If you really want to do something in Nigeria, you can tell that the president in Nigeria is not really who's in charge. from when Jonathan see what is strong pass him. He said the blood of no Nigerian is what is ambition. When Buhari come in, the same thing. Tinubu is there now. He's telling you that he paid for it. So they should all go sit down. But with the say, now the first time in my lifetime that I did see a president of a country, they carry the second most highest national honors, put for briefcase, enter plane, go another country, go give them to person there. It's not heard of anywhere. Not be them they in charge. Do you think Tinubu really don't care about Nigerians? That these things that are happening, if you want to say Nigerian armed forces or whoever is in charge, I give you the orders. I need this guy down or caught in 24 hours. Everything you need from me is at your disposal. That Tinubu not go do. Do you think the man is that heartless that he could see that picture when we see from Oyo State and decide to keep quiet? There is a power, that corrupt individual I want you to talk about, that is above him and he's working with them. If Peter Obi goes there and chooses to work with them, Peter Obi will be controlled. He cannot do what he wants to do. That's why they say that Dr. Kachi's response makes a lot of sense to me, in the sense that he said he would confront them and he would step on their toes, at the paraphrase his statement. If you don't do that, if you don't push them out, if you don't make them uncomfortable, Peter Obi can't do anything. Because anything when he won't do, he got to pass them through them and they could get to approve him. If they don't approve him, now they're not going to make governance hard for them for Nigeria. So I personally disagree with the statement when you make, say he has to work with them in Nigeria. If you tell me, say...
I did not say he has to work with all of them. Oh. You're quoting me wrong. Oh. I said the group of people will be, say, for instance, they aggrieved right now. We're going to join NDC to use compete against their APC counterparts. Instead of them to accept them, he go fit tell them, say, or not be himself, the party, because it's not to be his business, is to tell them that, you know what, so that we don't fall into INEC's trap, you can give us all the support you give us from the background. We promise you we'll give you an appointment when you're done.
Sense now. Now I see what you're
so what do you think I was saying that you were arguing with me now? So we'll have wasted 15 minutes arguing for something we should not agree on.
If you're telling me that now those when they try
to
NDC,
I did not say that these people don't come out.
It makes sense.
What's it concern me? That's not them. I said these people now that are aggrieved, because he needs those part of those people get some grassroots support if it'll be good need, then get some finances or lose cash where you go need, or where the NDC go need. Whether you like it or not, election needs financing and then needs grassroots support. And they can bring in that their grassroots support and all that help. Then go use that. Then they promise them, say, and a position. Oh, I can give you managing director of one thing. I can give you minister of something. Do you understand? So that they those ones will get electoral this thing or strength where we're low. That's the point I'm making.
I thought you were talking about the corrupt individuals outside of these small guys when it is jump ship.
Now, wow. What's the concern of those ones?
Talking about? Okay. But let me, lastly, Precious, what will be the process for Nigeria? This one, I don't this question what I want to ask you, so I don't know about them. So maybe you could feed educate me a little bit. Is it that if somebody wants to come on from party A to party B not go get to vet them first and accept them, and you just carry bag, just walk out and they say, okay, I'm now a member of your party, and they go accept them? Is that how it works?
When political parties they look for members like church membership. Why are you sounding like this now?
So anybody can come from anywhere. I enter NDC and say, I take governorship ticket. Yeah, now watch. Thank you so much, Precious. It makes a lot of sense to me what you say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
so much. And I apologize for the 15 minutes extra.
No, not a problem. Not a problem.
I'll go buy Coke for you. No worry.
No, I didn't drink Coke. No worry. Okay, and you don't do that free adverts. All of our invoice will increase.
Fisherman soup. I will bring that one.
Fisher. Why they do like this now? Or if you tell them for Bayelsa or for Willie, maybe they just send me some that kind of fish, better dry fish like this. I will give you address. Let them forward that. And that kind of thing at the shop. I agree. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Last view, would you like to say something?
Yeah, just a quick
Lazy
one.
view. All right, go ahead. Just briefly, please.
Okay, like I said before, I think the opposition need to do their due diligence, like do their background work regarding what happened in 2003. If they are still using cloud to transmit every of these election, rather the the election vote totally, they need to go and check every architecture that is going to be used, if everything is okay. Otherwise, they need to test every end-to-end point they use, to be able to be sure. And they should be giving updates to 2 months. Everything is in order. So we don't want to hear story after the election that we have a slow system, the network was bad, one data center was down. That is the reason we couldn't do that. Secondly, I want to throw one question to you and Tiwa Danjuma. Like, do you think not having a non-turner, like person of Atiku or any other person currently, do you think is going to favor NDC or APC? Because I was having the opinion that having somebody from the north, because some of them think in monolithic way, some of them, majority of them are one way, test of religious, whatever, might want to go in one direction, irrespective of what they are passing through right now. So having somebody in the north, in my own view, believe that it's going to take more vote from APC than not having somebody in the north. I just want to hear your take on that.
Should be
thank
your
you.
parting shots be that, no matter the answer where you get, so that we'll not go prolong this talking.
Okay. But Tiwa Danjuma need to talk about it.
Tiwa Danjuma, while you're giving your own parting shot, let me let you respond to him, sir.
Okay, thank you, Precious. There's already somebody in the north. Kwakwaso is from the north, and I don't know what the membership strength is, but I guess from some of the things we've seen, there are people from the north. Maybe you're talking about the big fish.
No, I'm talking about at the presidential level, not the VP.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Parties have the right to decide, whether they want to zone.
So,
Whether
like, who are you mentioning? Apart from Atiku, which other big wig is bigger than Kwankwaso in the north? Are you talking about?
You mean?
Yeah.
No, the point I'm trying to get in essence is that because in the south, even in the southwest, for instance, NDC, ADC, they're going to collect some vote or even major vote from there. Even in the south, NDC is going to hold enough ground. And the south is, I'm just trying to do computation.
Hurry up now. They talk now.
But in the north,
you know, it's almost 3 a.m. You want to see me?
I'm done now. Having somebody to pick some votes from APC, I think in my own view would make more sense.
Having somebody to do what?
Contesting for presidency.
In the north.
Yes.
You got Makinde there now. You got Makinde there. Makinde is there. Makinde has declared.
No, Makinde is not.
Oh, you're talking about north. Oh.
So wait, are you trying to say that NDC should field a northern candidate?
No. You're not getting it.
I don't get you. Speak more.
Like somebody should contest from the north, irrespective of the, maybe from I don't know. It can be PRP party. It can be any party.
Atiku is contesting now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm asking Tiwa now. Do you think it will be a plus or a negative to NDC? I just want to hear his own opinion.
If Atiku is contesting,
I don't know who they are going to. Whoever.
I don't understand what you're saying. I think you're not clear. No. Because me too need to understand what you're saying.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Let me answer. I've dealt with that earlier on when I was talking about the party, the likely party presidential candidates, and how the choices that they make may affect the voting pattern. I talked about it. I think we started with it when I was speaking about the various people that you have from the southeast, from the southwest, and from the north. But we are not clear yet as for now. The parties, we don't know. There are 22 or so parties. We don't know what the presidential candidates will be. So our projection is just based on the major political parties. But you remember that I did say, just trying to tinker with what we see here, what is likely to happen. If you have, in the West, you have Makinde, you have the president, you have Showore, you have Prince Adewale, and so on and so forth. In the North, you have Hamza, Mustafa, you have maybe Atiku or Amechi. Well, I don't know. Let maybe Atiku or Hayatuddin. There are other parties too, So Atiku is probably not going to be the only, if he succeeds, the only candidate from the north. But he probably will be the major candidate if he wins. We don't know what's going to happen, if he's going to emerge or Hayatuddin is going to emerge. But if you look at the distribution, what is likely to be, I did say that in the south, Atiku has lost almost whatever holding he has politically, influence in terms of influence. And then if you come to the north, again, there's a problem because the middle belt has a problem there. And then Kwankwaso is coming to worsen it, even if Kwankwaso takes only Kano. That's worse for him. So, and he needs both the north and the south to win. So this thing they are saying, if you split the vote of the south, if you have Obi, you have maybe Amechi, you have Makinde, you have the president, you have this and that. So the vote of the south to be split. Okay. The vote of the north is also going to be split. Because Atiku doesn't have 100% control of the middle belt. He doesn't even have 100% control of the northeast, Borno, and all those areas. So the calculus has changed. Nothing is certain for anybody, both for Atiku and for the incumbent. So anybody who is thinking that this will favor the president or favor Atiku or favor, we don't know what the calculus is. We don't know what's going to happen, whether the opposition is going to come together and then say, we're going to have alliances and so on and so forth. We don't know. So I think it's too early for us to do any speculation yet. So we'll just wait and see what happens. Who are the candidates? And then we'll take it from there. It's not the huru for anybody. That's it. It's not. With the court cases and all that is happening, supposing the court comes out now, nullifies ADC and knocks ADC out, what's going to happen? So we don't know what's going to happen. We're not certain as yet, So that's my answer to that. Everybody's still jostling, trying to reposition, until the court cases are completely, judgments are made, to the apex court, and then before we come to second. So everything is dicey. But quickly, let me just talk about because time is gone. If I'm surprised that you don't have an outcry in the country following what happened in your state and the beheading of that innocent teacher. So my question is, where is the Arana Kankafor of Yoruba land, Chief Gani Adams? Where is Chief Igboho? Where is Amotekun? Why is there such a quiet? Nobody is doing anything. I'm surprised that carnage. That's not the first time it's happening, because we have seen a picture where people said somebody was displaying head of a human head and so on and so forth. The whole nation just kept quiet. But now we see a video of somebody being beheaded, with a knife, being in the full glare of children, women, and so on and so forth. A video. Nothing is done. No attempt to say, let us get this. What is going to happen to the villagers from what we hear from the police, that there were villagers who colluded? What's going to happen to those people? What is that community doing to those people? What is the nation doing? What is the nation talking about? I think that's a big challenge, and it shows how bad, when Nigeria is being shown internationally, this election scam, this kind of thing that are happening, is completely dehumanizing. It's nauseous. So I'm wondering, because the question will be, what are the people doing? That's what they're going to say. What are the people doing? Is there leadership in that place? And that's a critical question. And I want to leave it there because, Precious, you have to go and sleep. Thank you. I'm done. We're not hearing you, Precious. We're not hearing you. You're muted, Precious.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I think my battery is dead because the battery don't to talk, and I don't to let the the mic talk for too long, so you don't tire live, don't tire. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone on the show. Always a pleasure to have you. Thank you, sir. God bless you. See you today, later today. I will not be tomorrow. Later today. Good night. God bless you. Bye, sir. All right, Nigerians, that's the size of our package. So I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone once again for being part of the show. Let's continue to speak for the growth and development of our nation. If you never like this post, which you get now, or you go like and share and make it MC Oluomo and say no be small fight to MC Oluomo won't fight security agencies. I mean, I didn't want to fight them. I don't understand during the APC primary. So it was like a buzz boost today. Yeah, so make I use this on show now. So kindly like and share this post. Subscribe to this platform if you've not done so. Like, share this post. I love you guys. I see you again this evening, God willing. Protect your mental health because it's very important. I love you guys. Good night and God bless you.